That's good.
These
That's the only good peep I've ever had. So we're back officially?
we're eating peeps.
Let me.
Rice Krispie treat peep.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
been eating some Rice Krispie
They
treat
taste like
peeps,
Rice Krispie
and they're actually
treats.
pretty good.
Hey.
The only good peep I've ever had.
Have you had the Dr. Pepper peeps?
That sounds
What?
disgusting, so I don't
Oh,
think I
man,
ever
it's
will.
one of
26
Bring those
calories
next-
per chick.
Bring those next year. 26
What?
calories?
You
Per
telling me
chip.
there's only 26
That's what I would've
calories
guessed,
in this
honestly.
thing?
Yep.
So Quincy Riley has been drafted by
health
the New
food.
Orleans Saints. Real
Healthy
quick,
snack, peeps.
what did Dave Ziegler say that Terry McCormick tweeted out that I thought was a good discussion for all us to have?
Said that they have a board or they have a list of players that are completely off their board for lack of love of football.
So what's interesting about that is that there are tons and tons of teams, apparently, that is the new thing. It was, I believe, Jeff Schwartz or Ross Tucker who talked about it recently and said that they have heard this from several teams, that there is the new red flag is don't love football. And the reason because of NIL, because
Yeah.
it's really hard to discern who's in it just for the money now and who's an actual hard worker.
Yeah, and I think I heard Tiki Barber talking about it a little bit, and he was kind of mentioning how, oh man, that's a name.
Ruben Hippolyte.
The second.
So that was a guy that the Titans did have a Zoom with.
Really?
Because,
I missed that.
Yeah, because Justin Mello tweeted it out, and I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
I heard Tiki Barber talking about how, like a lot of guys back in the day, you had to grind and work hard to get to the NFL to get the money.
Yeah.
So now there are players that are already getting like $4 or $5 million in college, and they're just not working as hard. You know, for a lot of these guys, you're young and dumb. You get that kind of money, you think I'm set for life. Like I don't need to grind as hard. And so that attitude is translating to the NFL, and teams are having to kind of adjust to kind of clamp down on it, so to speak, to keep from getting guys that are approaching the game with a lackadaisical demeanor.
Craig Baxter says, I would like to see the Titans draft a guard or center with their
Hell
next
yeah,
pick.
Craig Baxter, let's go. Miles Frazier, baby, let's do it.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that.
I feel a Robert Longerbeam pick coming.
Longer
here.
beam and
for
Tonka
the,
Hemingway.
Now
For
that
the
the
Titans.
Quincy Riley's off the board, they panic for Robert Longerbeam.
Ruben
Yep.
Hippolyte the second?
Yeah, you missed that one. We've already talked about that.
Hippolyte?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Titans
yeah.
had a virtual with him.
Did they? I've never
Yeah.
heard that guy's name in my
Well,
life.
Yeah,
I think Mello
44240.
tweeted out yesterday or 2 days ago.
I have
Hey.
seen. I have not seen that name.
What you got?
They call me Bobby Longerbeam because my beam get longer.
There you go.
Thank you, Stoney.
Um,
If you got any more of those, just let us know. Feel
we
free to
hey
interrupt.
Jackson on the behind the glass.
He's busy.
Yes,
He
sweetie.
left.
We have been requested that the next time the stream dies and we come back, that you play the Welcome Back Cotter theme song.
We would get immediately taken off of YouTube.
Oh, really? What about the? Oh, we can't do any songs, even the ones in our library that we already have.
No.
What if we just do them with our mouths?
Yeah, why don't y'all just sing it?
Yeah,
Which
I don't
song
know
is
the,
it?
I don't know the theme
the Welcome
song.
Back Cotter theme song. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
I never knew that was from Welcome
Yeah.
Back Cotter.
I don't know what Welcome
I
Back
don't know.
Cotter is.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, do y'all even have Nick at Night?
Yeah.
Was it,
But it
or
was-
was it TV Land?
No,
for
we
you
had
guys?
Nick at Night, but it was literally just the George Lopez reruns.
Damn, we're old.
That or Legends of the Hidden Temple.
There
I
was
used to watch that all the
I
time.
mess with some legends.
Kenneth
of the
Carl
Hidden
says he
Temple.
disagrees with me on Gunnar Helm, the guy, and the guy who said that he was going to be tight end one on this team.
He
Kenneth.
disagrees. He's gonna.
He thinks he's gonna- he
But
thinks he's
but
gonna
then he
blow.
goes on to say Titans had consistent red zone issues, and Gunnar Helm is a beast in the red zone, getting in the end zone.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's tight end what? Like I said,
Our default is that you're crashing out at every
I mean,
pick.
I haven't even crashed out about this.
People just assume things, you know.
I guess so. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just said that like I think he's fine. I think he's worth the 4th round pick. Like I don't know what I said that would indicate that I did not like this Gunnar Helm pick. I'm just not very enthused.
Kenneth just hates you.
Yeah, that is probably true. That is probably true.
We missed.
Even though he's from
Easton's
Memphis,
rant.
you think Memphis people would love me because I think Memphis is better than Nashville.
Big Chandler Martin guy too.
Yeah, I know.
What did we miss, JT?
Yeah.
We didn't get to see our reaction live to Quincy Riley.
I had zero real reaction to it.
I did.
I wasn't too. I'm not too heartbroken.
My
over
reaction
it.
was bummer.
I told you guys earlier I brought props.
Yeah.
I want to get this
Yeah.
one out before Easton gets out of here.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I haven't crashed out yet, really today. I mean, I said
the DK
the
one.
DK, but
Ooh.
again, it's about the value. Yeah, there you go.
Just for everybody on the stream.
Mine
What
is
is that?
sitting
What is
on my
that?
bedside
And
table.
it's signed.
Mine
I
is signed.
I just started
yeah.
reading mine.
Take a look at that. Signed by Ron Wolf.
Yeah.
Just picked it up on Amazon.
is.
Used copy.
Very
Wait,
so.
that's sick. Did you
Yeah.
know
See,
that was
Dewey
going to be?
Dewey
No.
knows.
No.
Dewey knows. Welcome Back, Cotter was a very popular show. That's where John Travolta got to start.
Recommend all Titans fans interested in learning about the mentality and philosophy. I almost said philosophy.
The philosophy.
The philosophy of this team, The Packer Way by Ron Wolf. There we go. Smile into the camera, Stoney.
Oh, guess who
They
got
paid you for that?
Jalen Royals?
Wow. Chiefs.
What a steal. When he's catching the game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl, I'm just going to fucking jump off a bridge. Why Chimere DK is still on the practice squad. Like Des Fitzpatrick
least they-
was.
At
Chad
least they
Brinker
know who
endorses
Chimere-
that book, by the way. I told Chad at the combine
Oh,
that I
I
was
wonder
going to get it
why.
and read it. And then at the Titans pre-draft presser, he asked me if I'd tucked into it yet. He wants a book report when I'm done, so I have
Oh,
to.
good.
Shrike asks, does Easton have another fridge coming?
Yeah, I got.
they're
We get a
loading
new
up the
fridge every
stairs of
year.
the,
We wear our fridge out.
of the-
Just coincides with draft weekend. Weirdest thing.
Yeah, my appliances get delivered on draft weekend every year. Got a new washer coming in.
Buck just tweeted, "You
Hey.
fools! Let Jalen Royals go to Kansas City."
Good pick for our
What?
dynasty team.
Oh yeah, I forgot we have Royals.
Good fit.
That is
Good
good for
fit.
us.
A lot of people in my replies from the Femi Oladejo go long touchdown screenshot, they're really interested in my religious takes, I guess, because they're all like, "You knew these religious thing would have discussions and stuff." I'm like, I just want to play football. Like, I mean, I didn't. All I said was, "Here's what go long touchdown said
Yeah.
about this pig."
I do
Yeah.
want to find out
And that
what
was-
the group was. I'm
Oh,
curious.
it's someone had found it because I told people to Google it because I
What
don't
is
want to
it?
talk about religion.
What is the group?
The International Church of Christ, which is
International Church of Christ or Church of Christ?
no International
So
Church
not
of Christ.
the one that there's 10,000 of around here.
ICOC.
Okay, because I go to a
Yeah,
Church of
yeah.
Christ. But I've never heard of the
It's-
International
yeah.
Church of Christ.
Well, there's probably a reason why you guys do not want to be associated with them.
Is that right?
According to the posts and stuff.
I'll do some digging.
Yeah, just go to the replies. I put it in the thread of my tweets. But that's why I just presented it without my own commentary because I don't care about the religious stuff. The stuff that the Tennessee Titans fans should be concerned about was the lack of instinct and awareness. Like that to me is the stuff you need to be worried about. But the classic Tennessee Titans fan base, they care about everything other than the football stuff. Because I mean, my God, remember, how can this guy not succeed because he said hello to everybody at the Senior Bowl? That's the big takeaway from everybody.
I do think though on Oladejo.
And I also, of course, put your tweet in there where it says Tennessee Titans did their research on it. And that's all that matters. If
Yep.
the Tennessee Titans did their research on it, who gives a fuck what one anonymous scout
Shrike
said?
asks, "Do me and Easton have a shared dynasty team like a couple shared Facebook?" Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. It's
Oh,
exactly how it is.
There was a big thing last year where JT made a move without Easton's consent.
It almost
and was
ruined our
not great.
friendship. Yeah.
It was bad. It got
It
real bad.
share
ruined,
it.
it ruined
We
his
sh-
side
we-
of the friendship.
we-
I had no problem.
Yeah, because you were the one that aggrieved me, not the other way around. It's how that tends to work.
I was fine with it.
How would y'all grade this draft so far? Because I think I would go
From
B,
a-
solid B.
For the Titans?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say B is fine. They got Cam Ward, so I'm happy.
I mean, I may lean B minus.
I'm going B plus.
B plus, you would.
I go B.
I'd say A plus, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I knew you would. That's probably what Holtz told you to say. Is he listening?
Probably not.
Oh, not.
What if he's in his office with this on the big screen?
That'd be awesome.
Hi,
It's
Nick-
probably.
hi, Nikki.
Hey, let's be honest. It's probably the best draft coverage you can get anywhere.
I agree with that part.
Oh, Q Robinson.
Denver's killing it this draft.
Yeah.
man.
I like it.
Let's
RJ
see, people
Harvey's going to go
People
off.
are rolling in with theirs. Dewey says
Yeah.
B. Bustin Diamond says C+. BTS says B+. Eddie C+. Derek B. Anthony
Well, if Derek
Barton-
says B, I'm going C plus
Okay.
because we're fighting.
Anthony Barton says B-. Dixie says A-. Kenneth says, "Are you ordering tacos for food during the draft? I wish."
Stoney. I just thought
I did make that joke yesterday. I did think about that.
Titan
You didn't do
Overdrive
Q
says
Robinson, did
B-.
you?
No, I didn't. I wanted to. He was one of the guys that I like. You watch the same teams over and over. Like some of the Texas players, I didn't do Barron Sorrell either because I watched Texas Ohio State like 15 times. I watched Texas Michigan 15 times, and I was like, I want to stop watching the Texas defense.
they
And it was the same
draft
way
a
with
lot of
Alabama.
cheese.
Q Robinson had an 86 overall two-tone blue dude.
Wait, so real quick, the Browns took Dylan Sampson, right? So
Mhm.
they
Yes.
have Dylan Sampson and Quinshon
Quinshon Judkins.
Yeah.
Weird, moving weird over there in
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
I didn't
And Dylan
tweet
Gabriel.
about the religious concerns. I am not the one who wrote about the religious concerns.
You just shared a screenshot.
I shared a
Zach-
screenshot.
everyone knows that Zach Lyons is an anti-religious zealot.
Yeah. Titans are on the clock. They traded up.
They traded
136.
Okay,
Whoa.
look alive, boys.
Okay.
Go get a
Titans
Umanor.
traded
Go
up.
get him. Or Horton. Who
It's-
could
it's
they
gonna
want? Pull
be-
up best available. Who could they want here?
Shadur.
Thunderdome quarterback.
Miles Frazier. Go get Miles Frazier. Clay Webb.
Is Cheese Whiz the
Clay
glue for the
Webb?
cheese sculptures?
Heck yeah.
Okay, so so they traded. Do we know if is Levis in the trade? Of course, effing commercial. We're still behind.
Yeah.
The Raiders are just now walking up with some random
It's
guy.
Matt Patricia.
Is it?
I have peeps all over my chest.
I do too. It's everywhere.
Jeffrey Bassa.
Let's see here.
I'm just naming people.
I wouldn't hate that.
Is Levis okay? Do we have anywhere that says about the tweet?
They were at 141, right?
Yeah.
They
The
would've
Titans
been
are on the
trade-
clock at 136. That's all we've gotten. That's from Jim Wyatt.
Braden
Oh,
Swinson.
I hope DK and Royals
Swinson
isn't
would be
the next
awesome.
Dez and Amon Ross
Tonka
St. Brown.
Hemingway goes 135.
Dang, that's wild.
Tonka.
That just sent shivers down my spine because I said Dez Fitzpatrick earlier today about the Chimere DK, and someone said I hope that Jalen Royals is not Chimere DK's Amon Ross St. Brown to his Dez Fitzpatrick.
We'll see.
We don't know if Levis is gone. I haven't seen
I
anybody
doubt
say
Levis is
that.
involved in a trade up that was 4 picks. Yeah.
Here we go. Sam Brown Jr.
Unless they traded him straight up for 136.
Who was on 136? Baltimore though.
Yeah.
Is Damian
So that makes
Martinez
sense.
So I don't
still
think
available?
Who?
Damian Martinez
Yeah.
is available.
Yeah.
It looking like just a pick exchange. So probably they moved up, and then I guess the Ravens moved back.
Y'all, if they go Damian Martinez here,
I'm in.
y'all gonna have to pick up my clothes off the floor.
You're already red hulking it.
I am.
Maybe it's
going-
for Elick. It could be for Elick, I Manor, Torrey Horton, Damian
Manor.
Martinez, Braden Switson.
They traded
The
up-
fact that those four are there, that means that it's none of those four.
Fair enough.
Braden Swinson. would
Let
be
me
gas
pull up
right
my
here.
eval for Jaden Blue then.
Is that filled with information? They just traded up to pick 136, which was a compensatory pick the Ravens had. We know. I mean, why are all these people just tell us what the fucking trade is? We all know they did a trade.
Easton, have you gotten the pick?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. All right.
In
All
fact,
right,
the
don't
person I
even let us
texted
know
didn't
that when
even-
you get it.
The person I texted didn't even know that they had traded up.
Mm.
The pick is already in
So we're
for
good.
whatever
in.
it was.
Well, if you trade up, you better know who it's for.
Well, we don't even have the trade details.
Oh baby, Mike Borgonzi's on the phone.
What's on the back? What's these shirts they got? They got all the. What's these shirts say?
I
Pete
Easton,
shirts?
Yeah, Easton
What do
Insider.
what? Oh, I don't know. I'll ask when I go to the
Whoa!
Oh.
They took Stanford.
So a Umanor.
They took a
I don't
Umanor?
know. Paul Karski just tweeted out they took Stanford, the
No.
whole
They
college.
Stanford.
They took the whole college.
136 and 183 for 141 and 178.
If
Oh,
that's,
that's
for a
pretty good.
Umanor, that's a first of all, who cares? That's fine. If that's for a Umanor,
That's a great trade for the Titans, actually.
I Manor.
If it's I Manor, we're so back.
Who else played for Stanford that's in this draft?
There's a
class?
linebacker.
No,
There's
shut
a
up.
linebacker
Shut up.
in
Shut
this
up. Shut up.
class.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
That's what it says.
Is it a
says
Umanor?
Titans traded to 136 to take Stanford.
To take Stanford, whatever that means.
I mean,
Thanks,
Balkarski's
PK.
at it.
Dog. If they
Took the
did
whole
get
fucking
I Manor,
college.
They took the whole
they have drafted Stanford University. I mean, it's got to be I Manor.
Oh, I'm gonna be so happy.
I quote tweeted it. It said, took the whole fucking college. Badass. that's a baller move.
They have GM Andrew Luck now on their team.
And that
If
linebacker.
it's, listen, first off, I just want to say if it's Elick A. Manor, this is
Manor.
fantastic.
It's Elick. Let's go.
It's fantastic.
Yes.
This is fantastic value.
Yes.
That is great value.
I'm gonna be your
This
best
is,
friend,
That's-
Elick.
this is
That's-
sneaky the best. This is fantastic, fantastic value.
Oh,
And let me
man.
also say this. He played against Travis Hunter, and it's right up on the screen. 294 receiving yards. 190 of those 294 came against Travis Hunter.
And now we get reruns of that.
Yeah.
In the NFL,
And listen, I know I've given A.O. Manor a lot of crap,
you have.
but this is where the value was at for him.
Yeah.
He was never around.
Absolutely.
He was never 35 like the casting couch boys.
Well, he was
thought.
never 136 either.
I would disagree, but
I think that's crazy.
I know the consensus thinks differently,
I'm pretty
He-
surprised he fell out.
I
of the
think
top 100.
I think if you took the injury concerns away, he would have been clearly a day 2 pick.
well, he was overall consensus number 70. So they more than nothing make up for some of the other reaches.
Right.
they've
In our
done.
heads, we can just flip Dyke and
Yeah,
DK.
someone
DK?
told me about that about Isaiah Wilson and
So here's what we're doing, right? First round was Cam. Second round, Winston. Third round, I Manor. Fourth round, Oladejo. Fifth, Gunnar Helm. Other fifth, DK.
right.
There you go. That's the draft order. Just make it up in your head.
Man. So I love the pick.
So
One of the only
Pairing
players in the
him with-
entire class that can be a true X.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Prototypical
So
size.
there's your X.
Prototypical athleticism.
there's your wide receiver too
Yes.
in terms of the other outside wide receiver.
Put him
I-
in an offense that does not blow chunks, and let's see what happens.
Dude, I'm like Ridley, Lockett.
What'd you have him overall? Flip to your
Manor?
big board.
He was wide receiver.
No, overall.
Is the overall up there?
Yeah, at the very beginning.
Well, let's see.
We're so back.
56.
We're so back.
56.
We're so back.
56.
That's for a tweet. Read what you said about A.O. Manor.
So I know people are going to cringe when I lead the eval with his run blocking, but it is truly a sight to behold. It's so much fun if you're into that
Wait a minute,
sort of
pause
thing.
just real quick. This is an all-name draft class, by the way.
It is
All-timer.
It's a crazy name.
Femi Oladejo or Oladejo.
Dejo.
Terry McCormick's in a body bag.
Chimray DK.
Yeah.
Gunner, which is AR, which is
Gunnar.
teacher freaking autocorrect that now.
Uh-huh.
That's like Levi's and Levis all over again. And now Elick A.O. Manor. But continue.
I.O. Manor.
I.O. Manor.
I.O. Manor run blocks with hatred in his heart, and I love it. And that's all I'll say about it.
And
This
they gave
guy.
I'm so sorry. They gave up nothing in that trade.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That was a great trade.
This guy is one of the truly viable X options in this draft, and I still think there's a high ceiling for him to potentially hit. 6'2", 206. He's a physical presence in how he punches, but also how he runs hard. He's that type of raw power and body control where he can just stop on a dime, snap his routes off at the break point automatically, and can separate if you're not strong enough to stop him from getting around you. Smooth and defensive back manipulation using his hands to set up his release. Sometimes I felt like he sank his hips a little too early or earlier than he needed to, and it gave away his intentions on curls and comebacks. It allowed DBs back into the play, but by and large, he's a pretty crafty guy, and I don't like seeing blatant drops when the ball hits him in the hands and ricochets off of it, but he can stretch the defense horizontally and take his defender for a ride across the field. He's a true X that plays physically and can fight through tight coverage to create a lane for himself.
Love the pick.
I love it too. And all of a sudden, you're like Ridley, Lockett, DK, I Manor,
Helm.
Helm,
Chig.
Chig.
Pollard.
Here's what go long touchdown only had a
Jamal
small
Pritchett.
thing. It said one scout reminds me a little bit of Devontae Adams. Devontae wasn't a polished product coming out of Fresno. This kid's a little bigger and tighter as an athlete than Devontae, but he's a very physical kid.
Dixie says he's already better than Traylon Burks.
Ooh,
Alec was putting Hunter in a blender.
2023 game, yeah.
I Manor is a big boy, though.
That is
twice a year.
that changes the entire trajectory of this draft.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you?
Gosh, I love that pick.
That is. I knew you guys would. Does anybody? Do you want me to pull up the beast?
I got it. I'm on
You
it.
do it.
I will. Give me 2 seconds.
Craig Baxter, who was pro offensive lineman,
Shout
said,
out Craig Baxter.
"I love this pick."
Well, it's because Alec I Manor is as close to an offensive lineman as you're going to
Yeah,
get.
it's a
out
great
of a
point.
wide
This
receiver.
is your NWI replacement.
Yeah,
Ooh, yeah.
his give a shit
Like
meter is
that.
off the charts.
Yeah.
I love this guy. Wide receiver 11 on the beast, 3rd round grade from Dane. 2-year starter at Stanford. I Manor.
Io Manor.
Io
Manor.
Io Manor.
Okay, we're going to get that right. Io Manor was the ex-wide receiver to the boundary and head coach Troy Taylor's tempo-based RPO scheme. After shifting from hockey to football while growing up in Canada, that's the worst thing about him. He emerged as a go-to weapon the past 2 seasons at Stanford, despite playing for an offense that averaged just 10.3 yards per completion in 2024, which is 128th in the FBS.
Wolf.
Guys, can't tell you how bad Stanford's offense was. It's like nightmare tape. His breakout performance came in a 2023 comeback victory against Colorado, in which he set a school record with 294 receiving yards, while often facing off against cornerback Travis Hunter. Despite his lack of technical polish, I Manor can be a challenging cover because of his size, toughness, and athletic traits. He has outstanding body control when tracking and adjusting to throws, although his aggressive play personality and finishing skills need to be developed for him to earn consistent NFL snaps. Overall, I Manor lacks natural refinement but can be a matchup weapon. He is a large physical target for the quarterback with a sizable catch radius and the ability to challenge vertically. He has yet to play his best football.
I mean, it's a very good. It's fantastic value. Like I know I was against him in the 2nd round, but like this is really good value, and he's a culture guy.
Yeah, 971 RAS 44440.
Oh, I guess I needed to go into the stats. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me go to.
I think
all
I
these
said
stats over
he
here.
stretches defense horizontally when I meant vertically. I always get those two mixed up.
It's
It happens to the best of
81%
us.
overall, 99% physical, 99% athletic, but he does lack the on-the-field metrics at 61%. Some of that can be explained away with poor quarterback play, but for the most part, there is some concerning stuff on tape, like we've all already talked about.
Well, there's a reason it's a 4th round pick.
Right.
But
Hey, remember, this was the only page in the book that when I opened it and started going through that actually tore.
Yep.
For those that are still watching.
that's true.
like
Could it be
wow.
Savion Williams on the other side, though, since it is double-sided?
Oh, that could make sense.
What'd you say?
Who's the person on the backside? Is it Savion Williams?
Yep.
It's a Savion Williams.
And he was
terror.
already traded or drafted, so.
I just popped half the bones in my foot.
Jordan Watkins.
Wow.
Sure, why not? Everyone knows those skill players at Ole Miss turn into good NFL players.
I mean, again, it's hard to expect a lot from 4th round picks.
I'm expecting a lot from Alec A.
But
I Manor.
I mean, are you saying that as just a fan, or are you saying I am putting these expectations on him?
I am saying, as somebody whose opinion of him clearly was high before
Yeah.
I ever knew he was a Tennessee Titan.
Because
and thought
obviously,
he was a day
clearly,
2
people
pick.
thought he was not a 4th round pick.
Correct.
But
Correct.
technically, being taken in the 4th round, tough road in your rookie year.
It
Your
is,
rookie year,
it
just
is,
to say,
but I
your
mean,
rookie year.
from what I've been told is the reason why he went here instead of day 2 was because of injury concerns.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that is yet and whether he's currently dealing with something or not. But if he's healthy, my expectations are for him to be an impact player this year. Now, maybe not week 1, but I think he will be he will be the 4th rounder the Titans. Or was he a 5th rounder actually? 5th rounder.
No, 4th rounder.
Oh, because they
they
barely
traded up.
traded up. Yeah. 4th rounder that is the impact player for them this year.
I think you can reasonably project rookie year Jaden Reed expectations
Sure.
onto him. Kind of like how the Packers took him late day 2, right before the 4th round there. see him as that wide receiver 2 that you're expecting some production from. I think it fits a big need, but like the pressure I don't think is there because you have guys on this team, Van Jefferson, Tyler Lockett.
Would you
that
say,
can
okay,
also
what pick
play-
was that actually?
They
136?
were 136.
So let's go back to a different Green Bay wide receiver, if I can, with Romeo Doubs,
Yeah,
who was drafted at 132.
there you go.
He's more of that size and build. He was 6'2", 204, 6'2", 206. I mean, that's pretty damn close.
Yeah.
He had 67 targets, 42 receptions, 425 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So not the 500 yards threshold as a rookie, but that's still respectable. And then he went 674, 601. Me and Blaine talked about this, and I want to get your all's opinion on it. So last year, Nick Westbrook-Akine. Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up.
I can share something while you're pulling it up. This chart that I went back and found, 2025 wide receiver draft class target value in offense. So this is receiver yards per target compared to quarterback yards per attempt when throwing to other receivers. Essentially, an algorithm or it's a calculation that calculates the passing environment for a receiver. In this class, out of how many qualifying guys? 30-something. Alec was dead last. Worst passing environment of anybody.
Okay, so here's the thing. So obviously the 9 touchdowns probably a little bit of excessive. But if you're looking for production from a wide receiver this year, aren't you looking to kind of pick up where Nick Westbrook-Akine left off? Because he was an undrafted free agent, so you don't want to compare his rookie year. But his second year, he was 476 yards and 4 touchdowns. Last year, he was 497 yards and 9 touchdowns. Obviously, he didn't play all the games, but he averaged about 30 yards per game all the games. But so I guess we need to kind of adjust for that. He had 9 starts, 497 divided by 9 is 55 yards per game. Do we think 55 yards per game is an acceptable expectation for I Manor, or is that too high?
By the end of the year, averaging that, I think
Maybe.
so.
Don't we want him to be at 497 yards or 475 or something like that?
Yeah, if you're not a day one or if you're not a round 1 or round 2 guy, I'm not really. September to me, you get kind of some mulligans. But once we get to November, December, I think that's a reasonable expectation. I do.
Let me ask you a question, Stoney. Would you, Christopher put this in chat? I Manor over McMillan is better than McMillan.
Don't make me answer that. I'm already getting cooked enough.
Are you getting cooked?
I would. I'll put it this way. I love I Manor in the 4th much more than I do McMillan in the 1st.
So let's do this real quick.
Write that down.
That's fair.
Put that in your pipe. Smoke it.
I wouldn't have drafted McMillan at all. I fucking made it
Wow.
worse for
You did
myself.
it. You
You made
did
it
it.
worse for my
Are you talking about
self.
the 8th overall player in this draft class?
Yes, I am. Yes.
You don't have that dog in them.
The Seahawks are trading Sam Howell to the Vikings per source.
Oh.
No.
That was a place that Will Levis should have gone.
I know.
Will Levis
that
can now go to the
sucks.
Seahawks.
I also would have loved that for Levis to go to Minnesota, by the way.
Yeah.
So real quick, he has one of the highest.
Oh, man.
He's not a burner, but he has one of the
Cameron
highest
Jackson.
contested target rates in the NFL or in the NCAA wide receiver draft class, and a below 50% contested catch rate, 1.9 yards per route run, which is towards the bottom of the list. Pretty good grade against men, 76.7, 8.7 drop percentage. So him and Kymir are both at 8.7 drop percentage, just weirdly enough. 13.2 yards per reception. The yak is 3.9, 57.8 reception percentage, and average depth of target of 14.2 yards. How much of that are you guys going to explain away for the quarterback? Like, how much do you put on the quarterback that he was a below 50-50 contested catcher? Because some of that can be the placement of the ball, right?
So I watched. It's been a couple months. I either watched 3 or 4 games of his. One of them being I just couldn't help myself and I watched the 2023 game against Colorado.
Got to. It's fun.
Oh, Kansas City Royals is so good. I can't believe we didn't think of that.
Really good.
Mm.
And I mean, I a lot of his contested catch, like participation in such catches has to do with the quarterback just kind of lobbing the ball out to easily not close his best weapon. And Alec is a good enough, big enough guy to just make an adjustment on the ball. And he's also talented at the it was a weird situation where he was having to test that ability far more than he should have had to, but he was winning consistently, and so it worked for them. But in that offense, I mean, there's so many, again, from the 3 or 4 games I watched, there's so many times when they're down 3 scores in the 3rd and 4th quarter, and he has every right to just be phoning it in, maybe not even on the field.
Yeah.
And he's run blocking his ass off. He's trying to, steal the love of football from a guy across from him. They're running a run play that they've tried to run 4 times that day. He knows it's not going to work because it didn't work the first 3, and he's still out there on the perimeter doing it.
Well, it's like there was in some of one of the games that I watched where they got down into the red zone and just tried to run the ball in 4 times in a row, and every time he's out on the outside, where that corner is not going to get to the line of scrimmage where all the action's happening, and I Manor is still out there I want to kill you, blocking these guys 4 times in a row.
When is the Titans next?
Do you,
pick?
167?
Yeah.
Or actually,
No, 'cause
is
they
that
traded that?
so? Now it's 170 something, or
Yeah, didn't they trade the ones? No, they had 2 5th-round picks.
That's what I was.
Cam Jackson going to the Panthers.
The 178 was the picks, the round 6 they traded,
it
which
doesn't
was
suck for them. But
it's 167.
167, 178, and
80.
88.
No, 178 got traded,
So that
so
one's
it's
180
183, 188.
183, 188.
Well,
And we're in
sitting
the
pretty.
we're in the 5th round, and teams are still getting dudes that are going to play. And Cam Jackson's going to play in this league.
mm-hmm.
And he went to who?
Carolina.
Carolina. That's right.
It's a bummer. I thought he was going to be there for the Titans later on. That would have been a great addition.
I will say,
Wait, last night in my comments, so Drew, our
that's what
buddy
I was about
Drew,
to say. Yeah.
replied to what did he reply to? Do you have the tweet?
He
pulled up?
replied to what your wide receiver room looked like
Oh,
right
yeah,
now
yeah.
of Calvin Ridley, Hopes, Prayers, Lockett, rookie, Oliver, rookie, Jefferson.
Right, and then he replied, I Manor and Kymir Dyke tomorrow will be saved.
DK.
Wow.
Bang,
There you go.
Drew.
Bang.
DK.
DK, kill me.
We'll say
I gotta
this.
spray you like a cat.
You do.
Uncle Drew in the chat brings up an interesting name that I'm kind of surprised that's still on the board. Oh, Carson
Oh,
Vincent
wow.
went to the fucking
Alabama
Ravens.
A&M.
The fucking Ravens.
I got to text Bert. We got to text Bert.
The Ravens bought y'all's guide.
I think he hides his phone or something. Didn't he say
I'm
he puts
still
his phone
texting
away?
him.
Oh,
The Ravens bought y'all's guide.
I mean, they are just I can't believe it. Oh man, they're so fucking good. But also, where are we at? Oh, Elijah Roberts. I'm very
I
interested.
just saw his name pop up.
Yeah, I want him to. I would love for him to be the next pick.
Did someone take Swinson?
No.
No,
Not
he's
yet.
still there.
So can you elaborate on what you heard? That he's
Oh
just an
man,
insane
I have to go
person?
back and find it
Okay.
because I just didn't ever really care about Swinson, so I just kind of glazed over it.
Who's the next
Carson
best edge on the
Vincent.
board right now besides Swinson?
Probably Elijah Roberts.
I was about to say, is it Roberts?
Yeah. I like Roberts a lot. And I mean, he is team captain, team leader type. So maybe we need to be on Roberts' watch.
Vikings receive Howell and a 172
All
for
right.
142.
Let's get the asshole in Restrepo and call it a draft.
Let's get what?
There,
Get the
well,
what?
that is in reference to Braden Swinson because I think that's what
Oh.
someone said, that he's just an asshole or
Listen,
something.
Okay, but
Restrepo is not getting.
I don't need you to be a nice guy to be an edge rusher.
Well, the Titans need you to be a nice guy.
No, I don't. I need,
Well,
I need
know,
you to
but
kind of
you're
be an
not
asshole.
drafting, unfortunately.
Bert loves the pick.
Is he a big Ravens fan?
Oh yeah,
I didn't know that.
They met with him 3 times, apparently.
Is that right?
Jared
I just
Ivey?
assumed Bert would not.
Make stuff up.
Yeah.
Jared Ivey's fall from
Grace.
relevance from the Senior Bowl to now has got to be studied.
Well, people watched his tape.
Okay.
I hate when that happens.
I hate when that happens.
I hate
yeah.
when people watch a player.
Yeah.
I hate when we.
All
I hate when
those-
we get to the bottom of things.
I have questions about that Ole Miss defense because
Just the defense.
touche. All of their guys except for Trey Amos. Trey Amos was the one guy that I watched that was like, that dude's a
NFL
stud.
player.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
play. Everybody else is like, they make this brilliant play, and you're like, that's it. that's the dude. And then 3 plays in the row, you're like, what are they even doing?
So
I don't get
someone
it.
said Titans wide receiver room, even with the draft choices, still leaves a lot to be desired.
That's right. Go get more. Go get more receivers.
We need one more, right, for our bold prediction.
We do.
Get
yeah.
Torrey Horton.
Torrey Horton.
Get him in there.
Come on down. Tez Johnson.
Andrew
Has he gone
Armstrong.
yet? Andrew Armstrong. They're getting, I'm going to bet money Sam Brown Jr. is going to be a Titan
No,
after the draft.
Oh, that's fair. Actually, they're gonna go get
Restrepo is
Restrepo.
going to be a Titan
I think
after
it's
the
just
draft
it was
because
just
he's not getting
Braden
drafted.
Swinson is an asshole apparently.
That's the whole thing.
That's all. That's
Okay.
all it was.
Well, write that
unfortunately.
down.
Riley Mills, the DT, going to Notre Dame.
He's going
I'm
to
sorry,
Seattle.
he's going to Seattle. He is going back to breaking news.
Shadir Sanders going back to Colorado.
Yeah.
Well, at this point.
Who had Riley Mills getting drafted before Shadur Sanders?
That's an insane
Who
way of
got
spelling Riley,
Carson
by the way.
Vinson going before
Yeah.
Shadur Sanders?
I'm telling you, I don't think he's going to get drafted. I don't think he's going to get drafted.
I think that they have asked him to go undrafted at this point.
I'm going to eat some cherry cream drops. Do you guys want one?
I'm good.
What are
but thank
those?
you.
Cherry cream drops.
I'll try one.
It's old man candy. I'm aware.
I'll try it.
Oh, is it like a hard candy or is it like a?
No,
I can just chew it real
It's a
quick.
chocolate.
Oh, here.
Chocolate with
Here,
cherry filling.
throw it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cherry cream. It's not.
When do you think the Titans trade for Isaac Tesla?
Oh, buddy.
By the end of the day,
You want one?
Trade Will Levis to the Lions for Isaac Tesla.
I've never heard of such a thing, but I will try one.
So what
You got any more
pressers
props in
tonight
there?
or today?
Once the draft's over.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming. I've never been to the facility on draft weekend. It's gonna be my first time today.
Is it really? Oh yeah, I
I-
guess so.
I find there are much better things to do than be at the facility on draft weekend.
We'll leave him there. I don't know why I grabbed my mic. Like, the audience needs to hear this. We'll leave the cherry cream drops on the table.
I'm really,
Daniel wants to know: do you keep butterscotches in your sweater pocket?
In the wrapper
love-
or just raw?
I love butterscotches.
Farsender asking players that declare for draft go back to college if they aren't drafted. Technically, yes, because you don't have to sign your rookie contract either. You can also, not sign your rookie contract and re-enter the draft.
I hope Shadur Sanders goes to play for Tennessee.
So I would assume that there's probably some loophole that we're maybe not familiar with where he could just go back.
I don't think I have any more interesting props.
Oh,
There's some deodorant in here.
So Derek said that he gave the draft an A+ after the I Manor.
IO Manor money. Think of it that way. IO Manor money.
IO Manor money. IO Manor. And so because we're going to fight, I give it an F.
Okay. Well,
So-
Derek, come on down.
Gunnar Helm also
on
said,
down,
"I
buddy."
can help fix the Titans culture like I did at Texas."
Gunnar Helm, credited with the turnaround for the Texas Longhorns.
There you
It is
go.
really Tavondre Sweat. I bet Tavondre Sweat's happy.
Yeah, we need his scouting report.
Yeah. Is he on Twitter?
Tavondre?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I know he's done podcasts before.
Has he? I've not seen those.
Yeah. Yeah, he did one.
You want to talk into your mic there, buddy?
Has he? I've not seen those.
The
I need to leave.
Oh, Joe Blacko, this is so good. Gunner, I hardly know her. I love those jokes. They're so good.
All
That's
right.
good. Y'all know I gained like 20 pounds this draft cycle?
We're going to gain some more tonight when we barbecue.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
'Cause
once you
I-
plug the event, do y'all still have tickets for it?
We do.
There you
Do
go.
we?
I think so.
I don't know.
I can text.
I just work here, buddy.
Yeah, I just work here too. All right, I'll plug in a second.
Wait a minute, another trade? Wait, the Titans traded again? Or is this just a separate trade?
Different trade. Eagles traded.
Oh.
I have 13 notifications.
Oh
the
my
Browns
God.
have selected Shadur Sanders.
Really?
Wow. After Dylan Gabriel.
The great-
They
the
just
great
fuck-
national-
Corey Kinnon's probably fucking losing his shit.
Great
His head
national
just
nightmare is
exploded.
over.
I mean, he spent all like the last 24 hours. Corey Kinnon, you can follow him on Twitter at fake Corey Kinnon. He's been a big proponent of Shadur Sanders.
Yes.
And when
Yeah.
he's
The
also
biggest.
a Cleveland Browns fan, but he covers the quarterbacks for reception perception. So he does all the charting and stuff.
He thinks they just got QB1. I mean, that's his guy.
I mean, but like he was spiraling because they drafted Dylan Gabriel. And for whatever
He said it was time to find the highest.
Do y'all think Donald Trump, said, hey, Cleveland.
Picked
It's
up the
time.
phone. He picked up the
It's
phone.
time.
Cleveland.
Insane. Why even draft Dylan Gabriel? So they got Dylan Gabriel,
Yep.
Shadur Sanders,
Yep.
Kenny Pickett,
Yep.
Deshaun Watson,
Yep.
And soon to be Kirk Cousins.
And Joe Flacco.
and Joe Flacco. And I feel like there's another quarterback we're
Filling out
missing.
their
Nightmare blunt
offensive line
rotation.
with quarterbacks.
Well, no, they got rid of DTR.
DTR.
They got rid of Jameis. Made some room for Dylan Gabriel and
That's
Shadur Sanders.
so trippy. It's so stupid.
It is so stupid.
Dylan
Joe
Gabriel.
Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and Deshaun Watson.
May the best man win.
And now Shadur Sanders.
May the best man win. All of this, and Shador's going to win that battle.
Yes. And I can't wait.
Dylan
I
Gabriel's
cannot
getting
wait.
cut.
And
before
also, Shadur Sanders in
season.
Cleveland is just objectively hilarious. You know, just
Yeah.
like his personality, this fucking shitty ass town in Ohio. Oh my God.
He's going to love it there. But aren't the Paul boys from Cleveland?
Yes.
Logan Paul and them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just something about that town, man.
The Miz is from Cleveland.
The Miz, yeah.
Les Mis?
Les Miz.
They wrote that in Cleveland.
Did they really?
It's about Cleveland.
At least
So
we're
who
not
traded
Detroit.
up? The Eagles?
No,
The Browns traded up to the Eagles. Okay.
All right, well, this is as good a time as ever for me to probably dip out of here.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
My,
Easton, what do you need to plug real quick before you leave?
Yeah, that's a great point. I should make this worth my boss's while. Check out all the stuff at AtoZSports.com. I'm going to go write things about how I Manor, once I learn his name, he's going to take
Manor.
over the entire league and be the steal of the draft. So
He just did.
bad. So bad. All of you.
I'm going
Io Manor.
to write about how Chinese Dyke is a questionable decision. And I'll be on the...
Is that tweet still up by Terry?
I don't know. I'm going to go find it. I
If
don't
it
know.
is, you have to put it in your
Okay,
article.
I seriously doubt it, but I will look. And I'll be on the A to Z Sports Morning Show on A to Z Sports YouTube channel next week talking about all these things. So check it
there
out.
you go. All right. See you, Easton.
See y'all.
Hey, thanks for coming, Easton. Appreciate it. Glad we got to do this again.
To let me come for at least part of this.
I just love that Cleveland is just so dysfunctional.
It's so crazy, man. They end up with Dylan Gabriel.
This is not a team. This is not a staff that's like taking anything seriously.
I feel so.
Yeah.
You're like, what if we made the vibes atrocious?
Somebody get Kevin Stefanski out of there.
You know what's funny?
That poor man.
You know what's funny
Extraction.
is that Dylan Gabriel probably had the best sex of his life last night. And riding high, champagne. They probably
Yeah.
went out to a steakhouse, popped champagne bottles, and all this kind of stuff. And today, his whole world has changed.
Too. This
And he's going to get paid more than Shadur Sanders.
Yeah.
Do we think that Shadur Sanders is going to hold out for kind of like a weird contract?
hope so. I hope so. Yeah. At least they can resuscitate Mel Kiper Jr. now.
Yeah.
Somebody cut to Mel.
They don't have to. They can let the blood boy leave. The blood boy has left the building for Mel because
Yeah.
he's now been given life.
Man. I was
Wow.
I mean, just give me a. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay.
The
Oh, no.
Oh no.
nothing came out.
Nope, we're good.
That's what she said.
Came out on the
Hey,
casting
that's gonna be true for Dylan Gabriel tonight.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna be shooting blanks.
Woo, boy.
That kid. Oh man. And then Shadur, I love that he's getting paid more than Shadur Sanders because you know Shadur is going to make a point of contention. Like, we need to change the NFL. He doesn't understand the NFLPA probably has all this,
Yeah.
handled.
First team all Big 12, Shadur Sanders.
Will he be the least expensive starting quarterback? Because he's going to be the starting quarterback, right?
We were calling Shadur Sanders the next Matt Ryan, but he's really just the
Look at those beautiful passes.
next Brock Purdy.
Look at that. Oh.
He's so good, man. He's so good. What are we doing here?
What if he won Rookie of the Year?
That would
For our personal narrative, Stody, if he won Rookie of the Year, I'd fucking shit myself, and I would never let anybody forget that we had Shadur Sanders
no.
keep me one. But who are their wide receivers? I got it up. Their wide receivers are still Cedric Tillman, Michael Woods, and Jerry Jeudy. So, yeah. So, not
Harold
good.
Fannin Jr.
Yeah.
Oof. And what?
Harold Fannin Jr.
Oh, yeah. The tight end. Yep.
Trying to find a poem in Stoney's poetry book here that
Accurately reflects this
Sugar
chaos.
Sanders. I do
Did
I do like this one called "Enjoy Some Wine," and the first line is "I'm so fucking sweaty."
You can read that one. That's a good one.
Should I?
Well, maybe no, maybe you can't.
Okay.
Maybe there's. I think there's a little politics in that one.
Okay.
Jackson, what do you think of the Shadur Sanders to Cleveland Browns pick?
I was hoping he would actually not get drafted and go back to Tennessee.
Is that an undrafted free agent quarterback?
No, go back to college and play for the Vols.
I play for you guys. I like it. I like
I
it.
just lost him.
Williams.
But
think I
if he
need a
wants to
battery.
get drafted, why would he go to the University of Tennessee?
Josh Heupel's a QB guru.
Well, this is.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I just got word that we still do have tickets for our 440 Sports charity event tonight, sponsored by, put on by Sinkers Beverages. We're going to be having a 5-flight bourbon tasting provided by Sinkers Beverages. We will be having all-you-can-eat Shotgun Willie's barbecue. We had some on Thursday night. It was absolutely delicious. We're gonna have
Cramming it down my
We're
throat.
gonna have more tonight because there were some beans there, and we were a little worried about how much bean intake we could have before we go live for 3.5 hours.
Beans were good, though.
They were good. So all you can eat, all you can
And
drink.
it's Shotgun Willie's, right?
Shotgun
right?
Willie's,
Yep.
yeah. All you can eat, all you can drink, and then a 5-flight bourbon tasting while myself, Stoney, Paul Kaharski, Nick Suss. I guess, people have their tickets, but Easton will be there tonight. We're going to have a panel of just basically an off-the-record Q&A, talk back about some of these players, some of the things we heard throughout the entire draft cycle, share some stories, have a good time, eat, drink, celebrate the Titans draft, and wrap up this wonderful weekend we had over at the Track 1 building. You can go to any of our shows or sinkersbeverages.com to get tickets. I think
There you
there's a
go.
few left, but we had like 25 to 30 people on
Yeah, it was a full room. It
on
was a full
Thursday,
room.
and it was a full room. So
was a lot of fun.
there's probably about 25 people that are going to be there tonight, Titans fans. I know one of our guys who's in there. I've seen in the comments, Eddie said he's making us take shots tonight. So it's going to be a good
Bonkered
time.
off the yoinky.
We're going to get bonkered off that yoinky.
I love it. Love it. Eddie asked if I was going to be there. I am not. My wife is out of town, so I got to take care of the pups because I'm here all day.
You can bring
so
the pups.
I don't think I can.
I think Braden said you could.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Just poop on the floor. Pooping and peeing.
They wouldn't poop and pee on the floor. They may pee because
I
they may be
might.
marking their territory.
I might poop and pee on the floor later. Especially if we got Joey pouring the gin and tonics again tonight. Oh,
So
boy.
the Titans play the Browns this year, right?
Yes.
So
Listen,
Shadur versus Cam Ward. That
and
could
that-
really
and
help
that-
the
well,
agenda.
the Browns have a game in London.
Oh,
so
yeah?
if you had to get if you had to make me guess today, it's Cam versus Shadur in London.
Browns getting hard knocks.
Oh, man. Oh.
Would be nice.
That's from
They could do the
LT3.
full series just on the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Each
Yeah.
episode is dedicated to a different quarterback.
Eric goes, I'm not even going to be there, but thank God Zach isn't going. I'm going to beat the shit out of him.
I would pay all the money in the world for ESPN or some documentary group to do a 30 for 30 on Shadur Sanders pre-draft process.
Jake Robertson
Yeah,
wants
for
to
real.
know if it is Willie Lampkin trade-up time so he
Yes.
could blow his load.
Yes, let's go. Let's
Craig,
get them things
Craig
out.
Baxter says the Browns are quarterback destroyers, so good luck, Sanders. That's true. It's tough.
But it's a good thing Shador's going to change the NFL.
Well, he's going to change the culture there. He's a culture
Yeah.
changer.
Yeah.
I just said Runke alone on the casting couch. Yeah.
Yep.
That's where I am.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Braden Swenson to the Patriots.
There you go.
Man.
Boy, big Mike Vrabel.
One asshole coaching another asshole.
6'3" and 5/8 inches, 255. Braden Swenson going in the 5th round is a surprise, but yeah, you just never know.
Okay, so Titans are still not showing up. Hey, Jackson, do we think that throwing up like a break sign will crash the computer?
Let's find out.
Okay,
All right.
we're going to go to break real quick. Take a little break, take a little pee break, get some water. The stream is not dead, but we're just going to throw up the logo so just everybody knows, okay? We'll be right back.
Boom. We're back.
I guess we're back.
We are back.
I
This
can't hear
seat,
myself, but yeah.
Jackson's been sitting in my seat while I've been stretching my legs, peeing, and all that kind of stuff. It's fucking.
Just out in the hallway.
It is 100 degrees in this seat. That is one hot ass you got, Jackson.
I think I need a new battery in my pack. But
And
besides
then
that,
he
we're
also
good.
he also said on my earbuds, so I'm sure these smell like ass. Put them in my ear.
Yeah.
He probably got fucking poop in my ear now.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
All right.
Only ripped like one fart.
Yeah, only one fart just right in these ear holes.
You might hear it. It's like a seashell.
Yeah. It's like a fucking seashell. Okay. I have not updated my big board since like
Bengals
the
just
third
took Jalen
round.
Rivers.
So
which
yeah, Jalen Rivers, great
sucks for the
pick.
Titans.
Where do we think the Titans are going to go? Because I see them on the scroll. Marcus Bow
Finally goes.
just went
To who?
Giants.
to the Giants.
So here's
Oh.
here's my top three. When I was thinking about
Okay.
it, Damian Martinez still on the board.
Yeah.
Would really like that. If they're looking corner.
Good.
I
Okay.
mean, we've heard them
Thank you,
be
Jackson.
targeted with Robert Longerbeam. I think that at 167 is a fine value for
Can't
him.
hear.
I think if you're looking safety or not safety, corner
Nothing.
as well, Zaw Frazier from UTSA, another guy they've been linked to as well. Those two guys I think could be in play here for the Titans. And then it'd be really interesting to see them go on offensive line. We've talked a lot this entire cycle about how the Titans could do well by, once again, picking one of these guys that they can develop behind a Kevin Zeitler, get him in the room, potentially be the heir apparent to Kevin Zeitler in year 2 of Cam Ward. So I'd be interested to see any of those positions or those players.
I do think Edge needs to be on
Yeah.
here. Jared Ivey is still on here. I've heard Jared Ivey kind of fucks. Like, I've heard some people tell me that behind the scenes that dude, I think it was Justin Mello actually was on our show and talking about that dude will do whatever you ask of him.
Yeah.
He doesn't complain. He'll line up anywhere and he'll give it his all every time.
My hot take early on in the process with Jared Ivey was that I think given the value,
Yeah.
I think I probably like taking him where you get him better than I like actually taking Princely and
Yeah.
Definitely JJ Pagees. Did I pronounce that right? JJ Pagees?
Yeah, it was something weird like that.
I kept saying Pegasus.
I said Pews.
Pews?
I thought the G was silent. Another guy out there is Elijah Roberts. We've talked
Love
about
Elijah
him.
Roberts, team captain.
So if you're looking at where the consensus board is right now, I'm just going to run through a few of these names. We Isaiah Bond is at 106, but we know Isaiah Bond is likely off their board.
Yep.
But do you think it ever gets late that they're like, he is off our board, but he's also Isaiah Bond?
Thank you, Jackson.
I would say no, but I do think it's interesting. An interesting question to throw out there.
Ask it again, please.
Okay. So, Isaiah Bond, do you think there's ever a chance that as this goes, or maybe even, let's say he even falls out to undrafted free agent?
Yeah.
Do you think they're interested in him at a certain point at all, or do you think he's just like, he's off the board?
I think he's off the board.
I think he's off the board, but do you revisit that if he does slip through the cracks?
Well, that's
of the
what I'm
draft?
wondering.
I might be tempted, especially if.
I mean, at the 6th round, let's say your last 6th round pick is 188.
I don't know. I mean, the obvious answer is like, well, it'll depend on who's there and
Yeah.
the value and all that. But just
But his value.
on the surface, you've already got DK, you've already got I Manor, you just signed Tyler Lockett. Like, to me, if there's ever a situation to take the risk on, it would be that situation.
Okay, the highest rated player available is Cameron Williams out of Texas, offensive tackle, 92 overall consensus player. I think we're all out on him, or at
Hard
least
pass.
us two are.
Hard pass.
Cam Williams. Torrey Horton is 99 on the consensus board. Then it goes to Damian Martinez at 103, Isaiah Bond at 106, Chris Paul, which is an interesting name to keep in mind,
Who Paul?
is at 108. Miles Frazier, 115. Will
I
Howard,
love Miles Frazier.
116. Xavier Restrepo, 119. So we know that Cam has been wanting them to draft Xavier Restrepo. I do wonder if there is a chance that happens in the draft. I know that you think he's a 90. Your hot take was that he wasn't even going to go today, but I think someone will start taking him because at some point these wide receivers just kind of run out. Quinn Ewers still on the board, or Quinn Sewers, who I don't know if Steve Lamb is watching, but Steve Lamb always said that he was Troy Aikman.
Troy Aikman.
Devin Neal is 121. Jared Ivey, 122. Smile Mondon Jr., 123.
Dang, Smile Mondon hasn't been drafted.
Nope.
Yeah.
Dorian Strong is 124.
Dorian
Kobe Bryant,
Strong.
130. Kyle McCord, 131. Aeneas Peebles, 132. Tez Johnson, 133. Denzel Burke, 135. Elijah Roberts, 139. And you're picking at 167. Is that correct? Is that
Yes.
Okay. So you're getting value
Anywhere
for
you go.
days.
Dude, this draft is sick, man.
Well,
I
it's
mean,
one of the most loaded. We all said it's the belly of the draft. Day 3,
Yeah,
you're going to be able to
we're-
find starters,
dude.
and here you go.
Yeah.
A lot of those guys you said. Miles Frazier, we just thought like an heir apparent guard, like after Kevin
Buddy.
Zeitler, Miles Frazier would be a nice fit there.
We're going to have to put the blank screen back up.
So we got KC's coming up, Tampa Bay, Chargers, Green Bay, San Francisco, Philly, Jets, Carolina, Pitt, Philadelphia, Seattle. I don't think Miles Frazier is going to make it.
What if the Eagles take
Yeah.
Miles Frazier?
They could.
no way.
I kind of could see Kansas City doing it.
I could too, man.
I like Kobe Bryant. I like Jared Ivey. I'm willing to take the
sure.
spin on him now too.
Dorian Strong in there too.
Dorian Strong.
Like there's a couple of big physical corners left over. Oh, there's been a trade.
Longerbeam hasn't been drafted, has he?
KC's
No.
coming up.
Not that I've caught. There's been a trade. The pick is in.
KC comes up for
No,
somebody.
he's 228. I thought he's higher than that.
I can't believe Teddy Buchanan went to the Ravens as early as he did. They know ball in that organization.
DK and Restrepo aren't the same kind of receiver because Dixie says they took DK with the 103rd pick. They aren't drafting Restrepo. I'm sorry, guys. We've always said that we think there's a possibility they draft 3 wide receivers.
Yeah.
I don't think DK. I think DK and Restrepo play 2 totally different positions.
Two totally different styles, 2 totally different profiles, skill sets.
Craig Baxter's with you guys. Maybe find Kevin Zeitler's future replacement.
So I'm saying Craig Baxter. Craig Baxter's on one today. We get Miles Frazier here.
Jeffrey Bassa
Ooh,
to the Kansas City Chiefs.
good value.
Dude, they're crushing it. It's
Man,
to
this
the surprise
is,
of nobody.
It's kind of weird. This is easily, I feel like, their most consistent and best draft after they got rid of Mike Berganzi. Was he holding them back?
Oh no.
Was Kansas City holding
Let's
them
start
back?
that narrative today.
Put it on the board.
Put it on the board.
Show us a clip.
Was Mike Borgonzi holding
Holding them
Kansas
back.
City back?
I mean, kind of like when how Brian Callahan left and then the offense went crazy over in Cincinnati.
Oh boy, we are starting narratives here.
Oh, man. Just saying.
Take a look at the Chiefs draft here. I was looking for
I mean, starting with Simmons, they go Norman Lott. They go
Noel Williams.
Who else did they go with today?
Jeffrey Bassa.
Bassa.
Where's the draft tracker? Come on.
10 picks away officially.
10 picks away. My voice has held up surprisingly well.
It's that honey.
Yes.
So, yeah, I keep lubing that honey down my throat. Keeping things moist, keeping things nice and
Enrique,
lubricated.
we just a few minutes ago, if you're just tuning in, Enrique, we did talk about the possibility of Isaiah Bond. We don't know. We know that he's off the board for the Tennessee Titans, but we don't know if maybe there becomes too good of a value to pass up. And I think that's just the real question I have is like, at what point do you ever just sit there and you're like, if you're Mike Berganzi, you're like, okay,
Let's do it. We got to.
I mean, Tyreek Hill, right?
We
I mean,
got to,
like, you
yeah.
know, you're kind of thinking to yourself,
That's what. Oh, there goes Elijah Roberts to the Bucks. That
take him off the board. No more
Oh,
Elijah
boy.
Roberts.
good for him though. That's a good landing spot
Yeah.
for Elijah Roberts. This Chiefs draft
Okay, let's go with it.
is stupid. This goes so stupid. Josh Simmons.
Yeah.
Yep.
Omar Norman Lott.
Yep.
Ashton Gelati.
Oof.
Yep.
Noel Williams.
Oof.
Jalen Royals.
Oof.
Jeffrey Bassa.
Man.
Good draft class.
Man, I
Good
guess
draft
Mike.
class.
Mike Berganzi was holding them back.
That's how they do it, man. That's why they're always picking at the back end of this thing. Just like a dog.
Yep.
Always picking at the back end. I like the Ravens too.
Yeah,
What's the Ravens draft?
The Ravens have Malachi Starks,
Yep.
Mike Green,
Mhm.
Emory Jones Jr., Teddy Buchanan, and Carson Vinson.
Good
Mm.
draft.
such a good draft.
That's the verbatim definition of a meat and potatoes draft. There, get your
Yeah.
guys up on the front of the lines.
Where are you? I mean, I know the Snead stuff is lingering out there, but do you guys really put an emphasis on cornerback in this draft at this point with 3 picks left?
Man, I don't know, because I think there's probably going to be, like, if you like Longer Beam at this point, like, is he going to get drafted? Like, do you take that swing? And
I mean, maybe with your last 6th-round pick, you think?
yeah, I mean, maybe
I know
something
that
like that.
someone on these things had Longer Bomb in their top 10. That may have been why I was in there.
Longer bomb.
Longer Bomb, Longer Beam in the top 10. I think it was the ESPN, like Mel Kiper's best or Phil
Well,
Yates' top 10.
We know what Mel Kiper is all about right
Yeah.
now. So
Yeah. Here's the Eagles draft too, just to wrap up this bow on these good drafting teams.
Okay.
Jahad Campbell,
Yep.
Andrew Makuba,
Mm.
Ty Robinson,
Mm.
Mac McWilliams.
Woo. Woo.
what about the Raiders?
The Raiders have been at it too. That might be my favorite draft. I don't want to say anything official until I can get home and sift through all 32 drafts, but Ashton Genty, Jack Besh, Darian Porter, Caleb Rogers, Charles Grant, Dante Thornton Jr., Tonka Hemingway. And they still have 4 more picks today.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm with Dixie. I do think running back's going to be one of the last 3 picks.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, last 3 picks are running back, guard, corner.
I would go running. I don't know if they're going to draft a linebacker or not.
I don't think they will.
I definitely want
I
to
just
go
don't
running
know.
back. I'm going to go running back, wide
Oh,
receiver.
shit.
And
We
guard.
forgot about Zaw Frazier.
No, he said Zaw Frazier.
Oh, did you?
He was
My
just
bad.
down the list, but he
Yeah.
said it.
I'd spend a draft pick on Zaw Frazier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 skeletons fighting. 2 Minecraft
2
skeletons.
Minecraft skeletons fighting.
Is him versus who?
Isaiah Bond.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
wow.
I am with Bustin. I think I would take Damian Martinez with this next pick. I don't know if that's what he's saying, but like,
Damian Martinez at this point in the draft. Like, dude, just,
because that kind of makes up for not getting Restrepo, right?
yeah.
Don't you think? You at least get
Yeah.
one of his teammates, unless he hates Damian Martinez. Like, what if he hates Damian Martinez?
I don't know. How could you, though? Have you watched his tape, Cam?
Well,
Come
maybe
on.
Cam's like he's a fucking diva, and he
Maybe,
he
yeah.
farts all the time.
Keandre Lambert-Smith.
There it
to the
is.
Chargers.
There it is.
They added another receiver in
Glad we
this.
don't have to talk about him.
They got Trey Harris, too.
Yeah.
So they're kind of building out that offense a little bit this draft.
Does
Ooh,
Shiloh?
Tyler Barron. I forgot he's out there. Oh, I
Tyler
love
Barron's
Tyler
out
Barron.
there. Yeah.
Former UT volunteer.
I feel like we keep forgetting Curtis Jacobs in the linebacker conversation.
Well, that's the thing. I looked back last year at see where Cedric Gray landed on my Two Tones Blue
Yeah.
and all this kind of stuff, and I'm like, oh wait a minute, Curtis Jacobs ranked pretty high on there too.
Yeah.
And so that's where I'm kind of like, are they just gonna roll with some weird combination? And they drafted Cedric Gray and all that kind of stuff. So I just kind of wonder. Zach Garinger says, "What's going on with Sanders? This seems personal." He already got drafted to the Browns, bro.
Yep. Yep.
Zach with a K.
Is he talking
You're
about-
way behind.
Is he talking about Shiloh?
Oh, maybe he is talking about Shiloh Sanders. And I don't think that is personal. I think that's just bad tape with Shiloh.
Look at my big board and see who my best available are. That is just going to be a train wreck. because I
Sal
can't-
Wormley and Valentinson.
Let's see.
Well, I thought you said Sal Wormley sucked.
Yeah, I think he's what is he? Isn't he the like 208 or he didn't even make the top 200, did he? I think he got pushed out.
No, he didn't. Yeah, you're right.
Logo Leak says Brashard Smith running back out of SMU. Well, we got into Brugler's draft guide, and because these guys are big culture guys,
DUI guy.
I don't
Greg?
think it's gonna be Brashard Smith.
Is he one of the DUI guys?
I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
I don't
what
think
the-
so. He just got benched because he was failing his
Oh,
classes and
gotcha.
all that kind of stuff.
I know
Really?
there's 2 running backs in this class who have DUIs. So
Who?
I think Ollie Gordon,
Yeah.
Is one
Oh
of
yeah.
them?
Well, yeah.
and there's another running back. I forget.
Did Jacob Parrish go?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
He was the pick right after they took Chimere DK.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good
Chimere
pick.
DK, whatever.
That was a good pick for whoever took him. So right now, yeah, I guess my my best available would actually be Miles Frazier,
There you go.
I'm with
Not
it.
Damian Martinez.
not Damian Martinez. Miles Frazier, Isaiah Bond, Jackson Slater, another name we haven't talked about.
Yep.
Xavier Restrepo, Kyle McCord, Damian Martinez.
Robert Greenlaw, who is, to be fair, full disclosure, is an LSU fan, but he did say Miles Frazier in the 5th would be perfect. That was
Smart man.
that was via text.
Smart man.
Colin Oliver off the board for the Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
Didn't they draft like 15 linebackers last year?
Yeah. Yeah.
They love their linebackers.
I guess they're just going to deploy a bunch of them. Look at this guy.
Has Logan Brown been drafted?
No.
No, Logan Brown's still out there.
Wow.
Apparently, Drew was saying Parrish went in the 80s to the Bucks.
It's
So
a
we
good
were
pick.
off on that.
Yeah, I thought Jacob Parrish went last night.
There was a good cornerback that went right after the Titans.
Hold on.
My boy CJ Dupree is still out there.
No, I think you're thinking of Cam Woodson.
Oh, Craig Wilson.
Or, yeah,
Yeah.
Cam Woodson. Craig Woodson.
Clay Webb. Bilal Coney is still out there.
So we got San Francisco, Philadelphia, the Jets, Carolina, Pitt, Philly, Seattle. Philly on there twice. I could see them really going after Miles Frazier.
That would rule so hard.
But they would suck for us
Why?
because we wouldn't get Miles Frazier.
Oh,
Philly.
I'm sorry.
Philly.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm
Philly.
I'm still looking.
This is a Titans show.
Willie Lampkin.
Is Restrepo going to get drafted? We keep passing on him, and he's still there. Is there a chance we can get him in the 7th? I think you can get him as a UDFA.
JT really hates Restrepo. I hope that if he is drafted by the Titans, that Easton says, "Well, you know, this guy said that you were going to go undrafted," to Restrepo's face and just point at you.
Some are saying that you were not going to get drafted. What do you say to those people? I don't know. Don't run a 4.840.
Yeah, get his ass, JT. Get his ass to his face.
What if I Manor just really does dominate Travis Hunter in the first game?
I'm gonna.
Be awesome.
He retire his jersey if he dominates Travis Hunter. Oh, Derek, I wasn't saying that you hate him, but I was saying that JT hates him. Marquise Siegel. That's a good
Siegel.
one. Siegel.
I don't hate him. I'm just saying. I think the value right now on him. Where
But he's such a good route runner.
he's slow.
I don't know. I hate it because I really was like looking forward to him at the Senior Bowl, but he really did just get like washed out of a couple of plays consistently.
But
he
that's
got
what I'm
better
saying.
he got better as the week goes on, though.
Like you add him.
I'm
to this.
going to go back and watch the Gunnar Helm Senior Bowl tape and see what there is to see.
I just didn't think him or Mason Taylor stood out to what I thought they were going to be.
I thought-
And
I thought
Elijah
he- yeah.
Arroyo was so freaking good.
I thought he
too.
was tight end 4
Yeah.
there. Him or Brenning Stool. Were,
The
Get him.
we're Bustin' Diamond asked what network are y'all watching on? We're streaming on Hulu, NFL Network. We got it muted though. This wide receiver room has a lot of potential.
It does, especially with Xavier Restrepo when they add him
Yeah, if they add a him,
as like your wide receiver.
you just
6 or
release
7?
Burks.
I mean, maybe you could. Why
All right.
haven't they been able to trade anybody?
Here is the official Miles Frazier watch that I'm nervous about.
161 here.
Yeah. Oh, they've drafted Jackson Dart. My God,
Philadelphia.
how does Philadelphia keep doing it?
Is this where Shadur
And Tyler
Sanders,
Shuck,
Oh
Is
man!
this where Shadur Sanders goes?
Oh, there he goes.
There he goes.
Smile
Mondon
Mondon Jr.
They just load up with these dudes, man.
Now, could the Jets be a landing spot for Shadur Sanders? That is the question.
Look at all these people's asses.
Twitch.tv/Shiloh Sanders. So at least he's got this to fall back on his Twitch
Yeah.
account.
Yeah.
There's
Look at-
look at him go. And then he jumps in the pool after that.
Is that the what's the dancing dun 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 dun
Can
dun,
Can?
dun, dun, dun.
It's Can, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. That's what they were doing. I'm gonna do it in the couch.
Me and Stoney are going to be doing that tonight at the bourbon tasting.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
All right, let's hear it.
Cam Ward, first overall pick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now you got Gunnar Helm, I Manor, Chimere DK. God, that's going to be so hard to break. That's going to be a hard one to break. Chimere DK. Can he elevate? Is that become now the question?
Yes.
They gave him all these day 3 weapons, 3 day 3 weapons. Doesn't the question become, okay, you're the number 1 overall pick. Can Cam elevate?
Can Cam cook?
Can Cam clap?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I like those 3 additions. Like, I don't know. I Manor just did something to me. And then you look back at like where they're at right now. I feel like that's some work. They've done some work to really bolster the weapons for Cam, and I don't think they're done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad they got aggressive and
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
that guy.
Mhm.
I think you probably could have like Seattle was right after them. I could have seen I Manor go to Seattle right after him, but they got aggressive and they moved up to get him, and I think that showed me that they're willing to go get the best player on the board and not, just be that complacent. Because I think the 103 was getting a receiver for flavor. I think they realized they still got to go out here and get somebody to help Cam in year 1. And after getting Helm,
Oh, my guy, Mawanoa to the Jets.
I think that's where they were.
Yeah. It kind of felt like DK was the pick, like, okay, this is the guy we don't want to lose out on because some of those guys that we thought
Yeah,
we
'cause
were
we
going to
saw-
get last night, they went. This is the guy we don't want to get stuck without, and then we'll roll the dice, play the board later on, and then I Manor still happened to be there, and they thought, hey, we gotta make this thing happen, and suddenly we're cooking.
Okay, so
You keep 6 wide receivers, right? So it has to be like 6, 7 on the
well,
roster.
yeah, I would say so. So let me ask you guys this. One of these is going to bust.
Yeah.
Not just the wide receivers or anything. One of these picks is going to bust, minimum. Who is on your bust watch?
I think I still have to realize, even though I'm high on him, Oladejo is a bust watch guy. Even
That's
though
gonna
I'm
be my
very,
answer,
very,
too.
I'm bullish on his ability to develop in year 2, year 3, getting better as he grows into, like we've talked about. He's only played 8-ish games at the position, and his speed to power is legit in playing 8.
So
games.
I meant to ask you
Unless-
that. Is speed to power his go-to for you on tape? Because that is
Yes.
highly translatable, I will
year
say.
Year one, yes.
Yes, but I will say I think the doesn't have a robust pass rush skill set conversation is a little overblown. I think he flashes other moves. It's almost like he's just learning this stuff and doesn't really have the instincts to know when to deploy it. So like you may watch like 30 snaps of him and see like 15 speed to power moves and then 1 long arm and then 1 push pull and then 1 rip move, or we're like, he's trying it. And it's funny because I didn't like do any like preliminary research on the guy before I started evaluating his tape, and somewhere in my big red notebook, I jotted down he's throwing a rip move like he doesn't quite know how to throw a rip move.
Right.
And then it makes sense when you hear, oh, he's just learning to play the position. So
There's an extreme hesitation to his game.
speed to power translates, but I think he already flashes other moves. It's just you've really got to like sift through the reps and find and look what he's going for there. I would also ask, like, is it possible that he could play linebacker too?
It doesn't work out.
I mean, like,
you go back to what Zach said. They moved it. They
UCLA
played him.
said they moved him for a reason, but that doesn't mean they made the right move. They said they did.
I believe they moved him out of necessity because they lost a few guys. But then once he started playing edge, it's like, why go back? He's playing this better than he did the other position, right? I think
So-
that's one way to look at it.
Let me ask you this about, does the question for Femi become like legit a question that someone should be asking him at the presser is, what have you been doing this offseason to, work on your pass rushing technique?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a fair
And if
question.
he says, haven't really worked on it, that would send up a red flag. But if he says, yeah, I've been going to this guy or I've been going to that guy, I've been taking boxing lessons, there's all that kind of stuff that helps, then you know that you got a guy that's like dedicated to the craft, and I think that should make you feel a whole lot better about the pick. At least
I would
make me
agree.
feel
I
better
would
about
agree.
the pick.
Here's
And-
how. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Okay.
You got it.
Quick note. I will say we've seen in Denard Wilson's defense so far, he seems to value guys that can do different things.
Yeah.
And Oladejo at least feels like on the surface, high upside as an edge rusher, but can play linebacker, has the fluidity and the athletic traits to cover guys, can do a little bit of both for you. So I think he is one of those guys that has the traits you covet. You just want to get him in the room and kind of figure out what he does best.
Mike brings up an interesting point that we're only a few players, maybe not even that many, from an all Georgia sub package for the Eagles.
Yeah.
I think regardless of if they were going Landon Jackson, if they were going some other edge rusher there outside of Femi, my belief was still that in year one, like if you weren't getting that bona fide stud edge rusher, whether it be a Pierce, whether it be, we've come to see that Ezeraku maybe is not that guy, but if you weren't getting that already solidified 3-down guy that it has some of the elite traits, the intangibles that you really want out of your guy, they moved back into a group of guys who can be quality starters at the next level, but you're seeing this shift a little bit with Draymond Jones, with Arden Key, that they want to make this more of a rotational style edge room, like a Commanders, like a Washington, like a Buffalo.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And I think that's where you can find success with any of those guys, like whether it was Landon Jackson, regardless of who the guy was. I think that's what you're going to see early on, is you're going to see this rotational style where you have Draymond and Arden Key and Femi. And if they go with another guy here, if you look at Jalen Harrell, like you're going to see more rotation.
Lorenzo Carter.
Yeah.
You look at what they have at the defensive tackle as well. Sebastian Joseph Day. Keep that churning. Keep them fresh. I think you're going to see with Denard Wilson this year, you now, instead of having Harold Landry go out there and a team know that you're not going to get the speed to power that you need out of this rotation, you have a guy like Femi who may not be a 3-down edge rusher to begin, but you know that he's going to have legit speed to power that you can just send him as a missile after the quarterback on third downs and probably find some good success early on, because he does have some sick bend.
Well, I will say this: speed to power is the most translatable year one thing to have. If you don't have speed to power, and good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Will Anderson won Defensive Rookie of the Year with speed to power. Jared Verse won Defensive Rookie of the Year with speed to power. Not saying that Femi Oladejo is going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, but it is of all the things. If you need to find something really truly to hang your hat on with Femi that can translate in year one, it's speed to power.
I will
and
say
he's
this.
kind of like wild. I was watching the Oregon game, and Johnny Cornelius was just eating his lunch.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you could just tell in like the second quarter, or maybe in the third quarter, he was just getting super frustrated. He was just like throwing his whole fucking body just into him, just trying to fucking break free.
Yeah.
But that was his second game ever as an edge rusher.
Yeah. I will add this too. I'm a big fan of Landon Jackson. I think the Bills got him one. He ended up with the Bills, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Deion Walker there.
Deion
And
Walker,
TJ
Sanders, Landon Jackson, and Maxwell
They're
Hairston.
coming for that ass, Kansas City.
Yeah.
They're coming for Patrick Mahomes.
So I like Landon Jackson, but I don't think you're going to put Landon Jackson at the edge and have him drop to defend the hook wall area or defend the seam.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to ask him to like they got him out in the flat, but like he's not that guy that in those certain packages, you're not fooling anybody with Landon Jackson out there. And I do think that Oladejo has the traits, the fluidity, has the experience that you could probably do that. I'll put it this way. I think I'd probably trust Oladejo in coverage a little more than Harold Landry when they dropped him back there. So maybe that counts for something.
If we wanted
with
to
them.
talk about other guys who could potentially like be a bust in this class. I think out of the wide receivers, just based on the type of receiver, like DK is probably a less of a known quantity than I Manor. So I'd
I
say
think that's fair. Yeah.
I think he would be the one there.
yeah.
Gunnar Helm, outside of Dejo, like Gunnar Helm is the one that could bust because it's not just the player. This team has not drafted tight ends well. We haven't seen tight ends be a huge major factor for any Brian Callahan offense, like ever, maybe. Going even back to his days when he was in Detroit or I guess Denver, you had Julius Thomas, but I mean that was kind of a fluke for them. Like tight end is just, especially with the Bengals as well. Like they've always
Just never had tight end one. That's all. Now he's got tight end one.
They got tight end one now.
Okay, so let me ask you guys.
Oh,
You know what
boy.
sucks?
That's
That everybody so far that's been associated with football and other F words has gotten their guy on this team,
really.
except for me.
So I was about to say, who's your guy?
Yeah, exactly. Except for me. So maybe we can get Tyler Barron as a my guy in this
that would
draft.
be cool.
We
got
gotta
to
trade.
Yeah. Uh-oh. The Steelers take Yaya Black, by the way, who people hate Yaya Black because like he can't move from, like, don't ask him to step side to side. But I think Yaya Black's pretty fun as a guy, like just a traditional nose, just eat space and just like drop your shoulder into a center, like line him up, zero tech over the center and just mow the guy down. You might get some good reps out of him.
Tennessee Titans just quote tweeted the I Manor and Chimere Dyke tomorrow. We are saved. Tweet by Drew.
Did they really?
No,
That's awesome.
that's
They
awesome.
just quote tweeted it.
Aronde Gadsden to the Chargers, man. The Chargers
That's
are adding
interesting
some
that
weapons.
they got in front of either Seattle or Tennessee for that pick.
Yeah.
Probably Seattle, I would assume.
I would assume Seattle, but didn't they draft a tight end too?
I don't know. They're going real run heavy. Let me see.
Good for Drew, man.
Good for him.
Good for Drew. Drew coming up wins this draft cycle.
So Seattle's pick is in.
Drew replied saying, "If you need a scouting intern, I know a guy."
Gray Zabel, they've gone Gray Zabel, Nick Amenawari. Yeah, they went Elijah Arroyo. So
That's right,
And then the
yeah.
Titans went Gunnar Helm, so they just really wanted their guy.
Again, we don't know who else is trying to trade up here. Maybe the phones are ringing.
So Seattle's pick is in. The Titans are back on the clock here.
Oh boy!
What?
First off, PK is just getting crazy with these picks.
Oh,
But you're
gonna be excited.
happy.
You're gonna be really excited here.
This is
Paul's-
unbelievable that I'm still the only person not to have a my guy.
So Paul knows the Titans pick?
Yep.
Yeah, he's already tweeted it.
Well, I'm going to look then.
No, don't look yet. I want you to see your face
Okay.
when it comes across the
Okay.
screen.
Torrey Horton to the Seahawks.
So nobody in the chat say the pick. We'll say the pick.
Oh,
when it
my
comes up.
phone's over there. I can't stare at my phone the whole broadcast, you know. I got to get this shoe off my foot at some point, man. My bunion's acting up. It's hurting. I got
Rex
these
Ryan's creeping around the corner. out
big
there.
old square Flintstone feet. I can see where you're turning the pages.
Well,
I can see where you're turning the pages.
I'm
The pick
turning
is
the
in for the Titans.
Oh, this one's got Bustin going crazy.
Bustin'.
Don't say it. Don't say it, Trevor. Don't do it. Oh man.
Well, now my heart's racing. You guys made
Oh,
my heart
you're gonna fucking love this.
You guys made my heart's race.
Oh,
All
man.
four of them.
Oh man.
All four of them.
I'm like
Here
a
it
cow.
comes. Here it comes. Oh.
Charles Davis is smiling.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know what they're probably not. Even
Oh yeah.
talking
You
about
can't see the
Titans.
chat then right now. Oh, it's
Yeah.
going crazy.
The chat's going crazy.
Oh, they love it.
Everybody, yes! Let's go! Let's go! There we go! All right.
Love
I
the
knew
pick.
it.
I love
I
it.
knew it.
I love it.
Oh, that rules so much.
Okay, you want to talk about
Let's
Jackson
go.
Slater?
Jackson Slater.
Okay.
Oh, let me compose myself.
92% Titans fit rating, by the way. 72% physical, 99% athletic, and 96% on the field. You watched Weber State, you watched Nicholls State, you went to the Senior Bowl.
Dog.
Slater was one of your, and it was a 9.69 RAS.
Holy shit, my dude. Have they gotten 2 of my hidden gems now?
Yeah.
I think
I
so.
think so, yeah. Oh, my God.
So just so you
I
know,
can't believe it.
Jackson Slater
I can't believe it.
was tied with Wyatt Millum for 4th, or I guess technically 5th,
Dude.
overall in the Titans Fit ratings.
Dude can play guard. Dude can play center. My comp for him in my thread on Twitter was Jackson Slater is how it feels to drive on a freshly paved road. One of my favorite developments of Senior Bowl week, the cherry on top was posting the 9.69 RAS clip at the scouting combine. If you're not too concerned about the level of competition in the Big Sky Conference, he could end up being the interior O-line steal of the draft. He got some work at center at Mobile, too, perfectly capable of snapping the ball, though I felt his best work that week was clearly at guard. He played on the left side at Sacramento State, but they had him flipping over to the right side at the Senior Bowl. Tough guy with a great build to play center. It's just a matter of getting the reps actually snapping the ball for him. I noticed how smoothly he moves laterally during the mirror drills at the Senior Bowl. It shows up on tape, too. Naturally low center of gravity, 6'3" length, and he uses that to his advantage. He won plenty of reps in Mobile, but when he dropped his anchor and out-leveraged Walter Nolan one-on-one, he caught my attention. You see the speed and quickness show up on film when Sacramento State pulled him and he hit the end man at the line of scrimmage like those giant bullets in Super Mario Brothers. Bill Callahan nugget there as well. Likes to pull them linemen. Uses his hands to latch on and get low and plays with good balance. He does budge a bit in pass pro, and that's where concerns about his lighter frame may come into play. If he's getting pushed back against Nicholls State, what's going to happen when the Philadelphia Eagles come to town? But I like the way he works to reset his feet and give up a little ground in order to avoid giving up a lot of ground. I noticed a couple of times in the Weber State game, I believe it's pronounced, that his over-eagerness to really get into a rusher's chest and latch on led to rushers using his momentum against him and pulling him forward. All in all, Slater is a terrific athlete that plays with good intensity and clearly understands the low man wins concept. Let's go. Jackson Slater, a Tennessee Titan.
He is
Look at
Tennessee
this.
Titan.
You guys are never there. I bet is not a single fucking person on any team's draft analysis stream that's maybe going on that if they would have picked Jackson Slater would have been able to give you that analysis.
Man,
It
I
fits
just love him
perfectly-
so much.
It fits perfectly into the model of what the Titans were exactly looking for on day 3 in an offensive lineman. You said his athletic, lack of a better term, his athletic freakiness.
Yeah.
It fits the Bill Callahan freak model. It's exactly what you want in your guy. And Zoff Frazier goes, unfortunately.
Man.
He fits exactly the type of style that they want to run in their offense. He's the guy that Bill Callahan can, fit perfectly into what he wants to do in that offense. And I love especially what we've been talking about this entire offseason cycle. A guy you can put behind Kevin Zeitler, learn from one of the best who has done it for so long in the NFL. Jackson Slater is one of those guys who I feel so good, not even like this year learning as a guard behind Kevin Zeitler and the rest of that team, but this is the plus side of talking about year 2 or year 3 down the road right here. Like year 2, Jackson Slater, give me him starting at right guard in 2026, and we are off to a great start.
This is the pick that's going to make me cry on the air. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to get emotional. Jackson Slater on my hidden gems list, also on my Titans fit list as well from the Stacking the Inbox draft guide, along with Cam Ward, who they also picked, Femi Oladejo as well. So gotten a few of those.
Love it.
Man.
Okay.
I didn't know, there's no reported visits with Jackson Slater. I didn't know if he would be on their board because of level of competition, a little bit lighter. But this dude's he's a hog. He is just a dude.
He is a
Wow. I don't think I'm going to read you what Gio Swallow says.
What?
I don't know. I don't really like what they said. And I know who that is. And I don't like it.
Who is it?
It's
Do
the
you want
guy.
me to say it?
It's Dada.
It's Dada.
Mm.
Dada says, getting excited over a late round pick who will never do anything, yay, a.k.a. just like Duncan. Well, here's the thing.
That's stupid, idiot.
Bill Callahan
That's
did not
Stupid, idiot.
Bill Callahan did not draft Jalen Duncan. So I don't think you can put them in the same
Yeah.
model.
Yeah. Learn ball, by the way. Actually watch Jackson Slater before you say it's stupid to get excited about that pick. Jackson Slater fucks.
So
Hey, Rex Green says language.
Yeah. Thanks.
Go
Thanks, Rex.
long,
Keep
go
praying
long
for me.
TD. At Go Long TD, they actually wrote about Jackson Slater. He was their number 10 interior offensive lineman,
How about
rated
that?
by scouts and
How about
execs.
that? Yeah. Not
4
just some
years.
shit head in a red sweater.
4-year starter at left guard with a pair of starts at left tackle in the 2022 FCS playoffs. He's a really experienced player and had a really good Senior Bowl week, one scout said. He needed to show he could handle bigger, stronger guys in the draft, not just a big sky-level competition. He is sturdy, consistent, and plays on great angles with great hand placement. Where he gets in trouble is the lack of arm length. That's his biggest concern because if he's not excellent with his hand placement, he can't recover against longer inside guys. At the Senior Bowl, he had to short set everybody in one-on-ones because of his length. He's got to quick set you, get his hands on, and then use his upper body and grip strength, to sustain that block. He'll be a really good pro. Shortest arms of the leading guards. Hands were 10 inches. He ran fast at the combine, the scout said. I think third day. He was a 4-sport athlete, by the way.
He got them titty twister hands too, man. He's strong. I still don't rule out, like, he has the versatility. He could play center as well.
Reggie, funny you say that because Reggie McKenzie is at the podium right now. And if I go back and find this tweet, Titans Reggie McKenzie says Slater has guard/center flexibility.
About that.
New swing interior lineman could develop into a starter. And I quote tweeted that and said, will develop into a starter. Book it.
Jackson Slater was the 5th-ranked center by Dane Brugler, 4th or 5th round. Okay, so
Yeah.
Fine value.
great value. He was 165 on the consensus board. So, I mean, again, great value. This is what he had to say about Jackson Slater. Okay.
I'm going to puke.
He is
Not until
13
tonight.
in 2022, 3rd-team All-American, 1st-team All-Big Sky. In 2023, 1st-team All-Big Sky. In 2024, 1st-team All-American, 1st-team All-Big Sky. So, I mean, this dude's just 1st team all the
Pedigree.
fucking time. Strengths, functional size and arm length plus large hands. Burst out of stance with rangy quickness. He's a Freaks List alum. So he's on Bruce Feldman's Freaks List, which is very important. Did some of his
Freaky
best
guy.
work where he could spring outside runs on pin pulls. Strong trunk and could tap into power reserves
Hell
once
yeah.
latched.
Strong trunk.
This is what he says. A 4-year starter at Sacramento State, Slater worked primarily at left guard and offensive coordinator Bobby Frist's zone blocking scheme with some gap principles included. After being forced into a starting role as a true freshman, he became a regular starter as a sophomore on a team that included Cam Scatabo and Marty Mapu and won the 2022 Big Sky Championship. He became the first offensive lineman in school history to earn 3 first-team all-conference honors. With his stout frame, Jackson is quick in his setup as a pass blocker to center his blocks, vary his hand strikes, and diagnose line games. His aiming points and angles in the run game have room for improvement, but he works hard to stay connected on the move, and his range can be weaponized in an outside zone scheme. Overall, Jackson needs to shore up his technique to better match up with the NFL talent, but his movement ability, core strength, and active eyes form a solid foundation for the next level. He projects as a guard center NFL backup with a chance to be more in the right situation. 4th to 5th round.
Oh, I think it's the perfect situation for him.
Oh, my God.
He led lettered in baseball, basketball, and track. He took first place in the shot put, thrown at 48 feet 3 inches, and discus,
Man.
135 and 5 at the 2021 Bellevue Championships. Also took 4th in the javelin. This,
Attaboy.
I mean, okay, so let's just
Attaboy.
put it. Basketball, baseball, track, shot put, football, discus, javelin.
Let's fucking go. Let's go.
He played tight end in flag football.
So he can
And
run
he
the
wanted to
Ajuku
be the
dagger
next
play.
Rob
He can run the
Gronkowski or-
Ajuku dagger
yeah.
play.
Oh, boy. Woo!
I love the pick.
Teron Davenport just had a good post on X about Slater. So let me get to that. Thank you to Dewey for doing some due diligence for us. We appreciate it. Let's go to Teron here. You know who probably missed this the most? I bet Easton wishes he was here for this pick.
I'm getting my mentions are blowing up right now. I'm so happy that you guys
I love
paid attention.
I love Drew, but Drew's video, he's got an interview
He's
with
got his gut out in the middle of the video.
and the video is just at his gut. It's like look at.
Hell yeah, man.
That is a fucking
yeah,
offensive
man.
lineman. That's
It
Quentin Minurez or whatever.
Who?
Quentin Minurez. I don't see Teron's tweet. Oh boy, where is it?
I'm losing my mind inside this Applebee's right now.
We're out of the lobster tank today, boys.
We're out of the
We're
lobster
out of the
tank,
lobster
yeah.
tank.
I feel like I'm still in it.
You're going to get your guy.
I don't think I am.
If they add Tyler Barron, I'm jumping through that fucking table. I'm putting my head through that TV screen.
Can we see a
Oh
clip of
man.
that?
Couldn't find the Teron thing. If you can tag me in it, I couldn't find it. Shout out to Zach telling me my audio quality was so bad he just donated me a pair of mics. It was bad, bud. I felt so bad for you.
I think it's just the one where he said, Lions, good pick.
Damn.
They got Isaac Tesla. All my guys are going everywhere else.
Yeah.
Isaac Tesla. Miles Frazier's your guy, but like
Jackson Slater played at the Senior
but-
Bowl. McKenzie said he liked how Slater leveled up there and feels that gives him belief he'll do well in the NFL.
Bustin' Diamond says, I feel God in this Chili's tonight.
So Miles
Derek said, I hope we don't get Zach's guys. I'm a fucking
Derek's-
piece of shit.
Derek's in your ass today. Derek is on your ass. So Miles Frazier is the Kevin Zeitler replacement, just not for the Titans.
Yeah, that is true. That's a
Yeah.
good way to look at it. So Jackson
Drew
Slater.
says he was so bad at interviewing in Mobile.
Okay, so y'all want some Jackson Slater stats?
I would love it.
Can you handle it?
I don't know.
Can you?
He had a 4.51 shuttle, which was the second fastest of all interior offensive linemen.
Yeah.
Let's see here. 9.69 RAS, 5.01 40-yard dash, which is pretty fast. I think it's the third fastest. 2.91 20-yard split, 1.78 10-yard split. 32 and a half, which is near the top in a vertical. He also had 108 broad, which is
God,
about.
someone check on this baby.
Oh my God. What's wrong with these babies? Baby's fucking just tired. Jackson Slater, 88.2 pass block grade, a 0.79% pressure allowed rate, which is the lowest in this interior offensive lineman class. Didn't allow a sack. 99.5 true pass set efficiency. 0.91%, the best, second best in this draft class in true pass set pressure rate, 0% sack rate, obviously, on true pass sets. He ran zone 55% of the time and 40.8% of the time ran gap. This is a dude.
It's a dude.
Stoney's going to bust.
Let me cross my eyes, and I think part of my mustache landed on the mic.
All right. Let's take just a quick break because Tennessee's coming up because I got to pee. Unless you guys just want to talk. Y'all want to vamp without me?
I'm good
I'm
with
good
that.
at
Okay,
vamp.
y'all vamp.
I'm looking for the Jackson Slater stonewalling Nolan clip right here because I
Oh, sick.
still
yeah.
have the
Yeah.
Mobile files.
There we go.
Was he national or American?
I do not remember. He was
All
on
right,
one team
well-
and Walter Nolan was on the other.
Would that be in 1v1s?
Yeah, should be. Yeah.
Let's see what we can find.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Zach's back.
Yo, what's happening?
Zach, how was that piss?
Are we still in the air?
Yeah, we're still on the air.
Oh,
Zach,
now.
how was that pick? What do you think of Jackson Slater?
Super excited about Jackson Slater. This is Zach Lyons of Cover 2 with Blaine and Zach, as well as Football and Other F Words. I'm excited for him to come back to see what he thinks of this.
Yeah, I hope the mics can
what's
pick
your
up
favorite?
what he says.
Zach? Out of your my guys that you still have on the board here, who are you going with? Grabs the ball.
Xavier Restrepo.
Oh, there you go.
Oh man, what if they go Damian Martinez here? What if he's still there?
So Walter Nolan was definitely in the second group. Dude, if Damian Martinez goes here, whew, get me fired up. I will be. If they take Damian Martinez here, I'll let you into tonight's thing for free and shot on me.
Hey, there we go.
There
There we
you
go.
Actually, just kidding. You'll have to buy a ticket because it
Okay.
supports
I was about to say
supports the kids.
Jackson
Supports-
Hawes to the Bills. Whoa.
Oh, I gotta text my Bills friend. He's making me act up.
I mean, you got to add somebody that can block because you're just behind Dalton Kincaid there in that tight end room.
Dawson Knox, Nashville
Is
native.
Dawson Knox still there?
I believe
I
so.
thought he went to the. Who went to the Texans? Am I thinking of somebody else?
Dalton Schultz.
Dalton Schultz. That's who I'm thinking of.
God, what a good pick for them, man.
Yeah. Yeah. How's the stream going, Zach? What do you think of the stream so far?
Stream is sick. We've had a lot of different commenters. I think it's a pretty big success so far.
You really can't go wrong here.
I don't think so. And I mean they could double up on edge here because like Tyler Barron, like Zach said,
I would take
still-
Tyler Barron, Jared Ivey,
Yeah.
Damian Martinez.
Man.
So
Who is
I'm
this? Who
Zach
is this man?
Lyons.
Who is this man
So I'm
coming
Zach
into our
Lyons.
studio?
I know.
Yeah.
We're sad.
To the Bills, man. The Bills are adding they're adding a little bit of that not beef, that little bit of I don't know, a little bit of fuck you, like they're gonna beat some people up.
So I'm Zach Lyons, just resetting again here. This is the Football and Other F Words Draft Day 3 MEGACAST.
Some man
Did
that
you guys
no
see
one
the-
knows just
Yeah,
walked into
some
the
random
studio.
guy. I don't even know if he works here. Just walked in the studio.
Even going? Yeah, I'm still on the screen.
It freezes. That little the left one freezes, so you got to refresh it all the time. All right, I'm gonna get out of your seat. I was Zach Lyons.
Surprise, it was just a joke. That's Jackson.
Got him.
Got him. The pick is in. Monty Ossenfort at the podium.
He's back again.
He's back
he really?
again. No. He just took over and was like, I'm going out there and doing this myself. Who is
Oh my God.
the big hats are back?
Big hats are
Guys
back.
ESPN finally aired that Gatorade commercial with Shadur in it. Had to wait 2 days
Oh,
to
yeah.
run that ad.
Dang.
Jackson Hall's gone. Who else have I missed since I've been gone?
That's it.
Oh, that's
well,
it.
I say that confidently. I have not been paying attention. Damian Martinez still available.
My social is at the Zach Lyons on Twitter. Someone asked.
How about that?
Very nice.
I will also say this. Oh, Denzel Burke, that's a good one. For those that are in the chat that are also Cover 2 people that gave us on my Twitter, at the Zach Lyons, I tweeted a couple days ago a Spotify playlist with all your all's walkout music.
How about that? There you go.
So I did that for the listeners.
Except for Derek.
Except, well, I don't think Derek even gave me one. If he did, I probably didn't put it in there. It's
Okay.
probably shitty.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Derek's going to be waiting on you outside the studio today.
Apparently, BTS says that Jackson craps so much in that chair.
I
Is
did.
this true, Jackson? Is this why it's so wet?
Yes.
Brian Nakashima on Twitter says, Stoney been standing on the table for this dude for a long time now.
I have
Yep,
been. I
that's
have
right.
been. Yeah. Thank you for remembering, Brian. That means a lot to me. I'm gonna cry now, but thank you for that. I do have a little bit of moisture here. It didn't go full cry, but that was a moment.
Brian Nakashima said, I saw the pick tipped and ran to YouTube to see Stoney's reaction and made up for Femi and Winston reaction.
My reaction to Winston was a little weird. I think people thought that I was mad about the pick, but I was just mad that I didn't evaluate him because I thought that there's no way the Titans would draft him.
Ray the Grouch quote tweeted, so this is what I said in the tweet. I said, this is the pick of new Titans interior offensive lineman Jackson Slater made Stoney Keeley go crazy on the feed, still at the draft. 92 Titans fit rating for interior offensive lineman, 165 on the consensus board, OC4. Here's what Go Long Touchdown had to say, and I, treated and this is this guy named Ray the Grouch, appropriate Twitter handle, says, this is not a scouting report, it's a bunch of gibberish. I didn't say it was a fucking scouting report, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Let's
Damn.
see. I just suffer no fools on this show.
No.
Fair enough.
Jackson Slater said he spoke with Titans assistant offensive line coach Scott Fuchs, not Bill Callahan during the draft prep process.
How about that?
There you go.
That would make sense. Was
Dewey,
he
don't
their
forget, I
coach?
got a hold of JR last night, so we don't have to worry about that. I found his ass. Someone told me he was in the Titans radio one, and I went and located him.
Good on
What
you,
happened?
man.
Context?
JR is the guy that bet $500 Titans would draft Cam Ward with.
Oh.
And to go to a charity. And I kept sending in the ALZ.org for the Alzheimer's Research Foundation. He's like, well, tell me what it is. I keep just sending ALZ.org, and I had to send it 3 times. Everybody's like, Scott Fuchs? Yeah, what's his name? Fuchs.
I think it's Fuchs.
I know it's Fuchs.
Okay.
Fuchs.
There's a guy
Scott
named
Fuchs.
there's a listener named Nick Fuchs, and I called him Nick Fuchs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure Scott probably fucks.
As one does.
Yeah. But yes, it is Fuchs. I know that everybody that's Fuchs, but this is football and other F words.
This is true.
I don't know if Logan's watching, if you can get in touch with him, JT, but
I hope not.
My shorts are getting awfully shorter.
We're getting to chicken heart.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Put
there
us
we
on a
go.
watch.
So Seattle's picks in. So then we got the Jets, Buffalo, Baltimore, Miami, Las Vegas, Philly, New England, Tennessee.
Just watched some Willie Lampkin and Jackson Slater double team action on Cameron Jackson. That was sexy.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man.
Just real quick, let's go to the consensus boards, shall we?
Yeah. What are we up in 7 picks?
We're up in 7
Well,
picks,
we're
I
up in
think.
7 picks, and then it's back to back, almost instantly.
Yeah, so it's 183 and 188. So we're almost over, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is it, because we're not staying through the whole draft. This is it. 183, 188. We'll do our analysis. We'll tie it up. We'll talk about maybe some undrafted free agent possibilities. Cam Williams still on the board. Damian Martinez still on the board. Isaiah Bond on the board. Will Howard, Xavier Restrepo. Robbie Oots off the board. Seattle just picked him, so they went 2 tight ends. So maybe someone was scared of Aronde Gadsden going to Seattle.
Maybe.
Xavier Restrepo, Quinn Ewers, Devin Neal, Jared Ivey out of Mississippi, Dorian Strong, Kobe Bryant, Kyle McCord, Aeneas Peebles, Tez Johnson, Brashard Smith, Logan Brown, Zay Alexander, fill out to 147. I want Damian Martinez, and I want Jared Ivey.
Eric on Twitter found the rep against Walter Nolan, tagged us in it.
Sweet.
So, like I said, I'm going to go with running back and edge. What are you
Okay.
guys going to do with the last 2 picks?
I'd go running back, and you can't go wrong with corner edge.
The Jets. They traded up for him, too.
They knew the Titans would take him.
What about Willie Lampkin?
God. Fullback.
I mean, are we back already? Okay.
Xavier Restrepo.
Looking for that. I'm gonna look for that. Mirror
Snip, snap,
drill.
snip, snap, snip.
Gonna look for what?
The mirror drill.
Mm.
Booty in my face.
We are back.
We are back.
So is this an entirely new stream or just a carryover? Entirely new stream, so that means we got to go back and tweet it.
Retweet it. Is this the 5th?
Take 5.
Take 5.
Hell yeah.
Uh-oh, I don't see it up on the Twitter yet. Do y'all?
I do not.
Let's see.
Damn you, Twitter.
Dadgummit.
Okay, so
We are now back live on Twitter.
okay. It never kicked the people on YouTube out, so for whatever reason. So there you go. Day 3, take 4. No, it's actually take 5. Take 5.
My tummy growling.
So we're good. You guys are on stream 4, but whatever. It's all good.
Stream 4-2.
So the Jets traded up in front of Buffalo for an edge rusher. So you
Tyler
would think
Barron.
that maybe they think Buffalo is going to be. I feel sorry for you guys that didn't get to see our reaction, our collective no, hands in the hair,
Yes.
surrender Cobra.
Tyler Barron would have been sick.
It would have been so good.
Yeah.
I'm still holding out hope for Jared Ivey, but now I wonder if Buffalo's not going to take Jared Ivey here because there is a reason why the Jets felt like they needed to trade up for Tyler Barron.
What about defensive line?
College transfer portal Twitter account says breaking: Cleveland Browns quarterback Dylan Gabriel has entered the transfer portal, and they tagged his ass in it.
No.
I haven't listened to any of the Reggie McKenzie stuff, but Greenlaw says Reggie McKenzie talks like each word may be his last.
Yeah, Tyler Barron. Good RAS score.
Has Holland Pierce gone anywhere?
What? I guess they're showing a dog bone. Have y'all seen this video?
I just saw
So
it.
they're showing a dog bone, but it looks like a nut sack.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I
like the
did see
bottom of
that.
the nut.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh, man. Here's the Brew McCoy pick.
Did you see what Easton said?
I did.
I did.
Yeah.
Does that hurt your heart a little bit?
A little bit.
A little bit.
That opinion is out there. I will just say that. There's smart people that share that opinion. And I don't want it to sound never mind.
Yeah, the Cleveland scrotum for sure. Holland is 78, so Holland is still out there. Holland Pierce, I would assume, right? Isn't that his name?
Yeah. Mhm.
That was from Drew.
Strike said Stoney hears take 5 and his stomach starts growling.
I've had a few people ask about Peaches the Jesus.
Pajuice?
Yeah, Pajuice.
Peaches. Wait, what's this?
Hold on.
You've got
Peaches the Jesus.
Peajuice?
Peaches. Pudgies. Pudgies. JJ Pudgies. What are your thoughts on him as a possible pick?
I don't love him. It was really, really hard to...
It's Teaches.
Just JJ Tingus. I'm cracking. I'm not going to...
Put that honey down your throat.
I put too much of the honey down my throat. It's starting to hurt my stomach. What about just sitting on the stream, just drinking honey? Just, oh, God, I'm so miserable. All right, where are the defensive linemen? Let's get here. Well,
JJ Tingus.
Pajuice is a heavy-footed, thick, and sturdy defensive lineman who will throw his shoulder into a rush. I didn't find him particularly persistent. He ends up on the ground quite a bit, and his rush stalls after his initial wave is thwarted. He flashes some moves as a pass rusher, but he's more crash test dummy than refined pass rusher. He's not afraid to throw his body all over the field, could be a decent depth piece, fires his hands hard, and he's a load. If you don't get in the gap and put up some resistance, he will swallow a running back whole.
There you go.
JJP juice.
Swallowing running backs like you swallow honey.
He's a load.
He is a load.
He's a load to swallow. Or something like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know what that means, so I'm not going to say that. Pajus, or
Pajeez.
Pajeez is Dontari Poe. Poe was a bad defensive tackle. That comes from Drew.
I like that. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. I had a really hard time getting anywhere with him.
Why is this take with Buffalo taking for so long?
Why is Mike Tomlin sweating?
He just got done filming the sequel to Dracula 2000.
Oh, okay.
I did see a tweet from Deion Sanders from 2018 that read, why would anybody want to go to Cleveland? If I was a quarterback, I would pull an Eli Manning and say, get me out of there.
That's good.
I'm thinking about blocking this two-tone blue fan guy, the CW. Have y'all ever have him? I think he used to be like CW in a bunch of string of numbers.
I don't know. Why?
He's just annoying.
Where's our good buddy? I haven't seen our good buddy in a long,
Lou
long
Man?
time. I have not seen
He's
Lou
blocked.
Man.
He's blocked on this account, or the
well,
104.5 The Zone
I
stuff.
think he's blocked on ours, too.
Yeah, well, you can control that though. And I keep trying to defend Lou Man. I don't know how to unblock him, or I would here, but I think I have before.
Lou Man also caused apparently financial ruin to A to Z as well. Apparently, so.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Are we allowed to be talking about this
I don't know.
on the broadcast?
I don't know. I mean, the Google review was public, so
Well, touche.
Yeah.
And they came out.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Buffalo, they are just getting these big fuck you types, man.
I liked Lou Man because he was very, I thought, inspiring when he talked about hiring Jack Del Rio.
Jack Del Rio
He did.
should be coaching the Titans right now.
He should be.
I wouldn't have never blocked you, Farcinder. I always liked you on Twitter.
Yeah. Nice person.
Let's see. Oh, man. Oh, this sucks for this guy. Let me scroll back up, get his name. Ocho just came in and he goes, do y'all like the Jackson Slater pick? I just turned back in. He good? You missed
a
an
lot.
entire love fest, Ocho. You'll have to go back at some point. But when the pick happened, we kept the pick secret from Stoney until he got to see it on TV because he was so freaking excited.
My soul jumped out of my body.
Yeah.
Soul jumped out of my body. I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think it was possible because
listen, let me say this. You were preaching so much, I thought Femi Oladejo was going to come into the door.
we're starting a new religious group here, the Church of Jackson Slater.
We're all Slaterists.
Slaterists, yeah. Oh man, Dorian Strong in the 6th round of Buffalo.
You could get me out of here with either Damian Martinez / Ollie Gordon and Robert Longerbeam, and I'm feeling.
I don't think they need to go for cornerback. Am I in the minority on there? I mean, I'm not going to be unhappy if they take it.
Let's say worst case scenario, L'Jarius Sneed has whatever, and he's out for some games, and then you lose another corner. What do you really have?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't block anybody for saying misspelling my name. I'm used to it. Someone QC Hawk asked. That's someone must have heard my joke last night. Who's taking Isaiah going to have to post his bond? I'm in here for Damian Martinez.
Damian Martinez.
Does the past few? This is from Thomas Holdren on X. Does the past few picks make the project picks 2, 3, and 4 more digestible? There goes Bilal Coney.
Yeah,
is what or Kone.
I thought he would be an
him.
interesting prospect for the Titans.
I don't think Kevin Winston's a project pick. Am I alone in that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think
yes, 2 and the 1 and 4 Chimere DK.
I think it's just like you got to get him back on the field and knock off the rust, you know? That's all that makes him a
Derek,
project, not
I'm
stylistically.
not. Derek's now, he's like pleading, don't block me. Oh, don't block me. Derek, I'm not going to block you. How am I going to beat the crap out of you?
Yeah, exactly.
How am I going to body slam you in a fucking street if I block you?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is my favorite bit of the weekend. Is like just wanting to beat the shit out of this guy.
Every time his name comes up, you're just like, Derek? Derek?
I don't know. I don't think anything's going to happen with L'Jarius Sneed, and maybe that's why I'm like, because they got Sneed,
Brownlee,
McCreary, Baker, and then they still got Gabe Judy Lawley back then. I feel like there's another one too.
They're
is Trey whatever.
I just feel like you could get maybe one of these corners that they have looked at,
like
maybe in a draft
Jesse
or free
Johnson
agency.
III.
Yeah,
Was he even a corner or was he a safety?
I think he was a safety, but they had
my
another.
bad.
They brought a corner in from Western Kentucky too.
I
just don't know if I would draft one necessarily.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if it's a best player available thing.
Yeah, that's a little different. I just don't think it's a need.
Yeah, it's like,
Stokely says, my personal takeaway from this weekend is the lobster tank. We'll hold it close to my heart.
we're avoiding the lobster tank right now.
Yeah.
I mean, the vibes feel high. I don't know. Maybe it swings from like destroy myself lobster tank to like celebrate.
Robert,
lobster
let me
tank.
tell you, let me read you this. I don't know why I find this so funny, but it's just funny to me. If the Titans draft another receiver, I'm going to ride up the street with my windows down and just brag on the Titans.
I like that.
I
I like that. Just yell.
Just so
Whoever
innocent.
will listen. Yeah,
Just so
that's
innocent.
wholesome. I like it.
Snead is not going to be imprisoned, I don't think. I mean, can you go in prison for civil charges?
I hope that they in the room have made it to round 6 of the draft and are just now having that same conversation like us.
Oh, wait, we forgot. Is Snead going to prison?
I don't think he's going to prison, right?
They just
Shit,
forgot.
we should have asked that before the draft started.
Yes, Restrepo's still around. According to JT, who hates Restrepo, he will be in the XFL.
No! Oh, man. I saw who the Dolphins pick here is.
Oh, boy.
One of my favorites.
Oh.
Ollie
That
Gordon
was-
off the board.
Was he in
I'm telling
every
you
one of your
guys-
mocks?
Yeah.
This is going to be
Love
a
Ollie
running
Gordon.
back pick.
I think it has to be. I think it's Damian
And
Martinez.
I do think running back is more of a need than cornerback.
Yeah, I
Yep.
would agree. LaQuint Allen, go?
Mm-mm.
No.
What about Jackson
But that
Meeks?
feels like just more of the same. What about Montrell Jordan or Montrell Johnson?
he
What about
is-
Khalil Mullings?
I like
Oh,
Khalil
I like
Mullins.
Khalil Mullings, yeah. They just go 2 running backs to close out the draft.
Oh, that would send everybody in a frenzy.
would, yeah.
I had Damian Martinez for me here.
Hey, listen, LT3 makes up a good point. What if it's just Martinez and Restrepo?
I'd be okay with that.
It would ruin my hot take, but
QC Hawk says that. If Mike really said this is hilarious. According to Mike Herndon, Restrepo will sign as a UDFA with the Titans once he finishes running his Pro Day 40.
Oh, that's good. Pick is in. How are the Raiders going to close this thing out? Oh, wait, I forget. There's a whole nother round.
yeah.
Not for us.
Just because we're done. I'm gonna have to go get some. Food around here somewhere.
I thought you got. Don't you? What time did y'all eat?
That ain't till like 7.
Oh, 7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna have to go get some. Oh, there goes JJP juice to the Raiders. I don't know why I said it like that.
Pea juice or
No.
Raiders?
The Raiders.
That's what they say. The Raiders.
Was that Chris Berman?
Yeah.
The Raiders. Let's start doing impressions.
Derek says Ward needs to take over the draft room. These last 2 picks. Just walk up in there.
Yeah.
JJ Teen just went to.
JJT.
I'm behind. I've seen that episode, but I'm behind.
That's good.
I gotta
That is
watch that
good.
this weekend.
Who are the best available at this point
The best available
per whoever?
per the consensus draft
Anybody.
board. Cam Williams is still out there. Damian Martinez, Isaiah Bond, Will Howard, Xavier Restrepo. This is in order, by the way. Quinn Ewers, Devin Neal, Jared Ivey, Kobe Bryant, Aeneas Peebles, Tez Johnson, Brashard Smith, Logan Brown, Zy Alexander, not JJP just anymore, Sebastian Castro, Chase Lunt, Jalen Reed, Johnny Cornelius, Seth McLaughlin, Antoine Powell Ryland, LaQuint Allen, and Tommy Hill.
What if they go Damian Martinez and Isaiah Bond?
That would fuck.
That would be, oh boy.
What if the Eagles take Isaiah Bond? That seems like a very, very big one.
Yeah.
Oh, McCord to the Eagles.
Wow.
They finally got a quarterback.
That's an interesting
That's a
fit
Kenny
there.
Pickett replacement right there.
Well,
Now, that's a Jalen Hurts replacement.
Is Tanner McKee still with the Eagles?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
Do they trade him?
for Will Levis, straight up.
Straight up.
Has
That's it.
Marcus Yarns gone off the board? I feel
No.
like he has.
Oh, has he?
Who?
No, who was the
Marcus Yarns.
No,
it was
he hasn't
Woody
gone off.
Marks. Woody Marks.
Yeah,
was
Woody
the one
Marks.
that-
Woody Marks
Because I
did,
told
yeah.
when after the Chimray Dyke Chimray TK fucking pick, you were out. But I was telling them, I was like, it'll be a running back, but let's pick out a running back that we all hate. And we said Marcus Yarns.
Yeah.
So the Titans are now on the clock with the New England Patriots selecting. And I'm
Well,
sure,
pull up Paul
I'm sure
Kaharski's Twitter.
PK's going to ruin everything for
Yeah.
everyone once again. Sure, it's coming any second now. So
Yeah. Kyle McCord to the Eagles is weird.
I agree.
It's just weird, like, I don't know. I didn't see him going in the 6th round either. Will Howard's still on the board, too.
Yeah, that's what's weird to me. I don't know why Dylan Gabriel went.
I don't either.
Over
It's-
those two guys, I
Dylan-
don't get it.
Dylan Gabriel should
He must
still
be switching positions or something. Like, that's all I
Maybe
can
that's
think
what
about.
it is. Yeah. Dylan Gabriel should have gone to the Philadelphia Eagles here.
So we got New England. Do we know if New England's even on the clock?
Their pick is in. So
Their
the
pick's in?
The Titans are on the clock.
Well, get this fucking Kyle McCord bullshit off the NFL Network.
Yeah. Yeah. Let him know.
So far, no spoilers from Paul. So maybe he heard us.
Well, they're probably waiting to spoil to him once this pick is in.
True.
Watch them take Damian Martinez just to fuck with the Titans.
Travion Henderson, Ramondre Stevenson, and Damian Martinez.
Well,
Cool.
Ramondre
Fucks.
Stevenson's probably not going to be on that team, I would say, because
Am surprised that there's been no Will Levis movement.
none.
Oh boy.
Oh man, I'm a little nervous.
I know.
Will I get a my guy?
Who is your my guy at this point?
I would say Damian Martinez. Since Tyler Barron's left. Oh my gosh. All my
He left.
guys. Apparently, all my guys must suck because they're way down the list. Man, I'm really fucked. Max and
Okay.
Hook, but we don't need that.
Pick is in.
Teddy Buchanan's gone.
Paul Kaharski does it once again.
Oh, I cannot wait to read whatever this is that just popped up on the Twitter chat.
On the
Oh,
Twitter.
Fuck.
So they.
Okay, yeah, it'll come in. It's not gonna make me happy. I'm not gonna crash out or anything. I'm just sad. Scott Sutherland on Facebook says, "The never-ending third world invasion by the millions is an extremely serious national, social, and economic security issue. Those who purposely get in the way of our country's well-being for political reasons are simply traitors. Rights are earned, and responsibilities go with rights. No refugee can continue to claim to be a refugee after going to another country before coming here."
What?
What is this?
going on?
The migrants who enter the country. This is on Facebook that just popped up on this feed. Popped up in the chat.
In the chat.
In the chat. You can't see it on YouTube, but this is literally. I'll have to take a picture of it. But this is literally just a long diatribe. I mean, it goes in and talk about cutting their legs off, and most Americans work hard, and like. What a weirdo to post this in the chat. We're talking about the draft. This guy started going in on. I mean, it is a long.
It's got to be
Oh,
an automated
well-
bot or something.
I mean, what did we say to trigger that? That's what I like. What did we talk about to trigger this bot coming in?
I don't know.
PK is I have no idea who this.
Oh, I know who he is. I got him in my.
Is he one of the local kids? The local visits?
I don't think so. I don't think they brought him in.
I don't remember.
Did you already see it?
Yeah, I did.
Do I have him as a safety? No, I have him right here.
So the Patriots take a kicker,
There we go.
and you want to go with it?
No, I don't want to ruin it for anybody in the chat. PK's losing it? Is this true?
I don't know where he'd be losing it at. I mean, he's losing it because he can't spell correctly.
Oh, maybe. Oh, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. They all switched.
Yeah.
Oh, they got the wrong. These idiots. But I like this guy. Okay, we're on board.
Wait, the pick's wrong?
The pick initially that I thought that it was
PK
going to
had
be
a
PK
error.
because he's a fucking idiot. Remember when we drafted the entire school of Stanford? he got the wrong first name associated with the wrong last name.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I'd say I don't even know who that is.
okay, I don't know if you did this guy.
I did a lot of guys.
You did a lot of guys.
Quiet time.
Nope, you did not. You did not do him. So we're gonna have to pull up Brugler.
I got Brugler's already.
Oh,
Oh, you do? This is
Okay.
good. This fucks.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
So
It's not my guy, but I have been talking about this defense for a while now.
it's a good, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
And the California defense, and we're
They
going to
got
go
one
and
of
say it, is Marcus Harris, the cornerback.
Yeah.
I really love this defense.
So
It fits so well with what the Tennessee Titans like to do. It's easily translatable.
Yeah.
Let me just real quick go through the measurables and the stats.
yeah.
Now, he is a nickel corner at this level.
Mm-hmm.
He is 5'10",
Yeah.
189 pounds.
Stoney.
He's got
Nickel corner.
29.75 inch arms, 8.875 hands, and 75-inch wingspan. So that's very Roger McCreary-esque, by the way.
Yeah.
So you would assume this may be the Roger McCreary heir apparent.
Don't say that.
Oh, wait,
say
am
that.
I not
They'll
allowed
come
to say
for you.
that?
Oh, they're going to come
you.
for you.
I don't fucking care. Fucking losers. All right, let me find Marcus Harris in this.
I got the Brugler.
Okay, give me one second. I'll get to you.
Okay,
I will pass it to you. I heard you the first time. 6.84 RAS, 4.45 40, 2.6 20-yard split, 1.57 10-yard split, 36.5 vertical, a 120 broad, 4.25 shuttle, and a 7.13 three cone. I will also go just real quick. Where is it? Gosh dang. Need this. Marcus Harris. He allowed a 55.2% catch rate, 12.6 snaps per reception, 7 snaps per target, which are all kind of middle of the road. A forced incompletion rate of 12%, so not great. That's a little bit at the below average. And he did allow an 82.9 passer rating, which isn't that bad.
Yeah.
11.9 yards per reception, a grade versus in man coverage 63.9, and a grade in zone 77.1. On the consensus board, just real quick before I toss it over to my guy, Marcus Harris is 278 overall, cornerback 15.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a reach.
They wanted to get somebody off that Cal defense.
There you go. Now,
Yeah.
now to you.
Brugler has him rated as his 24th overall cornerback, saying a one-year starter at Cal. Harris lined up primarily at left cornerback in head coach Justin Wilcox's scheme. A former preferred walk-on at Oregon State, he made a name for himself at Idaho, school record 35 passes defended, and fit in well at Cal opposite Noel Williams in 2024. Capable of playing a mix of press and off, Harris moves fairly effortlessly in all areas of the field to turn and run with receivers or work down and get physical against the run. Though he looks natural making plays on the football, he needs to clean up his route mirroring mechanics early and at the tops of routes. Overall, Harris needs to improve some of his spacing issues in college, but he has legit speed and ball skills that will serve him well in the NFL. He falls in the "there is something promising here" category of prospects, grade 5th to 6th round.
Give me one second. I think he's also a returner, if I'm not mistaken.
Drew says,
Ooh.
Rip Roger McCreary. I loved watching his 0 percentile arms lock shit down.
Well, this guy's not better.
0%.
Devin Neal goes to the Saints
That's a
right
good pick.
after.
That's a good pick.
Good pick. Another running back off the board.
So
A lot of
it
people
looks-
think that this next pick has to be Martinez or Restrepo. You have to get one for Cam. You have to.
I don't see any kick returns on this thing, but he has played a lot of special teams. So he is a special teams coverage unit guy.
Sorry, Brugler said strength. Regular on kick and punt return coverages, also blocked an extra point in 2022.
There you go. Special teams, let Fossil bone.
And people are like, well, why would they get rid of Restrepo or Roger McCreary? I'm not saying that they're necessarily getting rid of Roger McCreary,
That's
but
it.
they have to.
He's got 1 year
He's
left
got
on his
one.
deal,
He's
right?
on the last year of his contract. You have to find guys at certain points to replace him, and maybe
Yeah.
they feel this is a guy that can replace him.
Again, 2 to 3 years down the road. I don't know, Zach. Maybe the first call they made was to Marcus Harris. They hung up and they call Roger McCreary.
Maybe we'll
See.
get another 7th round
Get.
pick or something. Would that be something?
Get.
185. We only got what in the whole thing? 60-something picks left. 60 picks that Xavier Restrepo is not gonna go in.
We are just now getting to the part of the draft though, and there that like real projects are starting to sprinkle into the draft order here.
Well, here we go. This is a good one. This is it. You guys are gonna love it. This is a great
Hold on to
fit.
your butts.
Great fit.
Is this where Quinn Ewers goes?
Oh yeah, I forgot Quinn Ewers is still around. What if
Yeah.
he went undrafted?
That'd be
Huh?
crazy.
Yeah, that would be pretty surprising, but he's also just, Quinn Ewers.
Curtis is like, so Restrepo is going to be a UDFA, right? I don't know. Maybe. But, I mean, we still got a lot more picks to go. I think it's 69 players will get drafted before UDFA.
I feel like Restrepo has to be one of the next 69 players off
after
board
the Titans. If they don't pick him.
if they don't pick him. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you pass on him. Torrey Horton to the Seahawks. That one slipped by my attention. That's pretty good. Drew Kendall to the Eagles too.
Yeah.
Eagles are just laying that thing down.
There you go.
Whoa, Will Howard to the Steelers.
That is good.
Oh boy, with old Art Smith up there.
Yeah. That's going to work.
I was just about to say he's going to play. He's going to play.
I think they could do something with this.
The next Tom Brady, the 6th round draft pick that goes on to.
Wouldn't that be something?
That'd be crazy.
Another 6th round draft pick?
I
Wins
love
the
Will
Super Bowl?
Howard. I love Will Howard. This quarterback draft is drunk.
Yeah, I mean, he's got all the leadership, and he said he's going to make everybody pay for passing on him.
Good. I mean, I hope it's on the football field.
This
and
is
not
a good yeah.
driving a.
This is a good fit for him, I think.
Yeah.
So Baltimore, Houston up next. I mean, I just kind of wonder, just again, it has to be running back, right? Or do they really feel?
Like they can get a UDFA.
But who is a UDFA running back that you
It's
can
Damian Martinez.
Ooh,
UDFA.
Damian Martinez.
get? If
slipped through
he
the cracks.
is, I feel like the NFL
I mean,
has done something wrong, or we're just
Khalil-
idiots.
Kalel Mullings might not get drafted.
Yeah.
Jaquindon Jackson is another big power back.
How many picks are in the draft this year? Can someone look that up?
I gotcha. There are 257. this
Okay,
year.
257. So if you started, because I guess the 257th player has already been drafted apparently on the consensus board. So if you start 258, you got Kobe Hudson, Bryce Cabaldo, Antoine Wells, Marcus Yarns,
What about Corey Kinner?
Joshua Simon, CJ Dupree,
CJ Dupree.
Eli Cox, Jared Harrison Hoot, Benjamin Urasek, Brew McCoy, Elijah Huzzy, Gavin Bartholomew, Jimmy Horn Jr., Maliki Matatavo, B.J. Adams, John Williams, Zeke Biggers, Jamari Harris, Sam Brown Jr., LaJonte Wester, Brady Cook, Corey Black, Dominic Lovett, Corey Kinnear, Chandler Martin, Elijah Ponder, Phil Maffa, Malik Verdon, Dan Jackson, Daquan Felton, Kanata Mumpfield, Montrell Johnson Jr., Jackson Woodard, Isaiah Nayer, Carson Bruner, Joe Huber, R.J. Oben, Simeon Barrow Jr., Junior Tafuna, Daniel Jackson, and Marcus Weir. Line out from 258 to 300.
That's a lot of names you just said.
It is. Hope you all were paying attention.
Taj Brooks.
I think he went already.
Did he?
I think so.
Jake brought him up in the chat. I'm
He has not gone.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just checking in with the chat. I've been out for a little bit.
Yeah, Taj Brooks, 2'9", 214. 4'5", 240.
Mike
I'll
Tomlin
play.
just earned himself another 5 years in Pittsburgh. Jamison Wang still on the board too. Wang gang, where you at? Day 3, baby. Pittsburgh's going to double up. Will Howard.
Can we get Will Howard off the screen? Let's get to the rest of the fucking draft.
Never stop talking about Will Howard. This is the next Tom Brady we're talking about here.
Nick Suss said, starting to think this Titans draft just boils down to dudes who popped up on Cam Ward / Travis Hunter tape. Cam Ward is Cam Ward. Femi Oladejo picked off Cam Ward. Shamir Dike played Cam Ward 3 times. Alec I Manor bullied Travis Hunter. And Marcus Harris played against Cam Ward.
There you go. What about Gunnar Helm?
Yeah, what the hell, Nick?
Yeah, call him out.
This is my last chance to have my guy
Yep.
drafted.
But who is your my guy that's left?
Damian Martinez, I guess. I mean, I've been pounding the table for Damian Martinez. You know
Let's
what?
see.
I'm not giving up on Xavier Restrepo as my guy.
Let's see here.
That's about it. It's really just Damian Martinez.
All my Titans
Or
fits.
Khalil Mullings. I do love Khalil Mullings.
What about Warren Brinson?
No.
Logan Brown?
Definitely not.
Jalen Conyers?
Mm-mm. I mean, he would be probably one of my favorite tight ends. He's a put your dick in the dirt kind of guy.
It's
Chandler Martin?
Saltburn type shit.
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
Chandler Martin would be good.
Seth Hennigan?
Oh, you know I'd listen to that.
Willie Lampkin?
He's not really a my guy.
What if they went Logan Brown here?
I would hate it because I don't think he's very good. I don't think he can be relied upon.
Robert
Drew
Longerbeam?
Well, I don't think they'd double up on corners. I think that's stupid.
I'm just reading names.
No, I know. Ravens go with a kicker. So it means the Titans are back on the clock one final time.
Junior Tafuna.
Can we get some sad music in here, Jackson, as we look at the Titans for one more time?
Yeah, I'll throw the clip up on the screen.
Yeah. Throw the clip up. Can I get a clip?
Tyler Loop. What a great kicker name.
We think about all the great memories we made here today as the Titans are finally on the clock one more time. And I cannot wait for PK to mess this pick up once again on Twitter.
He's definitely on one right now.
He's already got an article out. Jackson Slater could be Kevin Zeitler's successor with the Titans.
Who wrote that?
PK.
Hell yeah, PK.
If only we
I'm
didn't
with you.
say it 3 weeks earlier.
I feel like I said it while I was puking my guts out in Mobile.
Well, you didn't know.
We did it. We got a my guy. We got a my guy. We did it.
I'm not going to say who, though.
No, I'm not going to say who
Okay.
because it's not up yet. But Jim Wyatt actually tipped the pick.
Did he really?
Mm-hmm.
I just saw.
Oh, yeah.
Got completely distracted because I'm scrolling Twitter for news, and then Chelsea Green's latest photo
Love
popped
it.
up. And
Love it. I'm with
my
it.
goodness, Jim Wyatt got it.
I missed what you just said, Stoney.
We're talking
It's not important.
wrestling.
It's not important.
But you said what about?
Boom. Oh,
Makes
baby.
all the sense in
This
the world.
is so good.
Makes all the
Oh,
sense in the
baby.
world.
Guys, this is so good.
We're back.
I'm
We're
not going to
back.
spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it. But this is so good.
This is a good way to end the day.
Day
It,
3.
it came in the clutch. Because this was a guy that
There
I was.
are people in the chat already saying who, so we're gonna have to do some work here, guys.
Don't.
No, I meant like they know, and
I mean, you guys, the chat, don't get excited because I'm excited because you guys are probably not going to like it. But I love it. I mean, I don't know how you
That's
guys
a
feel
dude.
or anything, but
I love it. I'm pulling up his.
I'm in. I think, yeah. Oh, yeah.
talk about a guy that has no tread on the tires whatsoever.
Dude, for real, man.
Mm.
Let me pull up the beast on him.
Yeah, you definitely got to. I don't even know where if the consensus is at or anything, but like, I'm in.
Is just what they needed.
It really is.
Just what they needed.
It really is.
And they're gonna appease Cam by
Spoil
adding
it. I'm thinking
Sam
we're
Brown
back
Jr. as a
over
UDFE.
We're
UDFE.
We're all old with crap to do. Spoil it.
It's
not saying anything.
coming right here. It's
we
just
we
it's
so
right here.
back. I
Pick
like
us in.
him.
Thank you for this, by the way, Zach. I don't know if I said thank you for it. This is amazing.
No problem.
I'm going to cherish this. I want them to bury me with this.
This one.
It's going to weigh you
specifically?
all the way to the ground. They
Yeah.
won't even have to lower
Yeah.
you. Yeah, here we go. So running back Khalil Mullings from Michigan.
Love it.
I
Love it.
fucking love
Yeah.
it.
I'm
Just
with it.
what they needed in that rotation. Great value. JT alluded to it, untapped potential. He was kind of in a load share there at Michigan, not a lot of tread on the tires. This is a dude that can hammer in the run game.
I would like to say Chris Frazier can all the way fuck off because he's trying to rain on my parade. And that's not going to happen today because Khalil Mullins is a fucking – he's Mjolnir.
Mjolnir? Mjolnir, yeah.
He is fucking awesome. I love it because here's my thing. They have two guys that I've kind of always viewed similarly in what they can do to a team with a team. And
Yeah.
Khalil Mullins is insane. He is just a physical beast, and they have needed that for a long time. And like, I get that there are people out there, that don't get excited about running backs. But they have needed a guy that they can put in at the goal line.
Yes.
They needed a guy
Yes.
that they could put in a short yardage situation. They had too many times where Tony Pollard was stuffed, and then they start passing because they're too scared, and then it ends up in an interception or something.
Yeah.
This dude fucks.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you read
6'2", 226. I mean, you're going to put that guy in there, and he's going to body his way.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is we need to change the phrasing of that one viral tweet to say that cold beer hit my hand on a Friday like Khalil Mullings
Oh.
instead
Yeah.
of Mjolnir. Yeah, okay. You need a hammer to punch in a touchdown in the red zone. Mullings is your guy. 226 pounds, 6'2", like JT said. He is a load, but the dude is built thick like more of a defensive end than a running back. He's all thick-limbed and filled out. You can tell this was one of the last evals I wrote when I was like 2 o'clock in the morning. My eyes were barely open. Mullings is a solid example of balance and power as a runner, but he has a little bit of burst to go with it. His 3 touchdowns in the Northwestern game are perfectly emblematic of his game. All 3 involved him mowing down at least one defender en route to the end zone. He flashes good hands on screens. I think there's some untapped potential there. Can handle a pitch, turn, and start moving upfield as well. He doesn't even try to elude defenders. His speed is adequate, but not electric. But Mullings will add power to any running back rotation.
He was running back 23 on Dane Brugler's The Beast. He was a 5th to 6th round grade. So there you go there. I mean, this dude is just awesome. So he's a former linebacker. I don't know if you put that in your thing.
Built like a defensive end.
So yeah, so he's a former linebacker that switched to running back in 2023, and he never started a game then. Last year, he started 4 games, went 948 yards, 5.12 yards per carry with 12 touchdowns. He was third team All Big Ten, led team in rushing, missed the bowl game because he opted out.
Mm-hmm.
Here
he was supposed to be at the Senior Bowl, but I don't think he was there. I think he opted out, if I'm not mistaken.
Did you write this or did I write this?
I wrote it.
Okay.
Does it say Senior Bowl?
No.
Okay. Yeah, he opted out. He was supposed to be there.
Look, he follows his blocks.
Yep.
He grinds yards.
Mm-hmm.
He has experience on special teams because he was a linebacker who played special teams. So he can be on the depth chart. He gains the trust of his NFL coaches as a blocker and pass catcher will determine his playing time. So that's where he's got to pick it up at.
Yeah.
But that's not really why you're bringing him in.
It's not. No.
You're bringing him in to be that dude. There you go. Riley Leonard competed with the worst quarterback battle you can imagine between Riley Leonard. Riley Leonard could technically win that.
Riley Leonard before Quinn Ewers.
I mean, he had, for those that may not know, he had 5.7 yards per carry in the fourth quarter. More carries in the fourth quarter than any other quarter. He's a closer.
Yeah.
So when you get up, hopefully we'll be up in a lot of games. When you get up in the fourth quarter, this is the dude they'll probably turn to take carries away from Tony Pollard, which is what you need.
Yeah.
He didn't fumble on 243 career offensive touches. He's described as intrinsically humble by his coaches and strives for balance in his life. NFL scouts said he looks like a meathead, but he's the opposite. He's sharp. He's a sharp, hand the ball to the ref after scoring kind of guy.
Culture builders.
And, of course, he has background on both special teams and defense. He has balanced footwork, size 16 cleats, by the way. And I believe that is bigger than Chance Warmack's feet. The reason I know that's going to have a Chance Warmack cleat. So I think that's bigger than that.
That's a nugget.
He runs with a bulldozer mentality. He keeps his shoulders square. And listen, he's not super athletic or anything, and he doesn't have a lot of pass-catching experience. They didn't really use him in that way.
Telling you.
But this is a dude. This is a great draft pick.
It's something else that Brugler really wants to note is like his experience on special teams. Bottom line, he says, will separate him on an NFL depth chart. How quickly he gains the trust of his NFL coaches as a blocker and pass catcher will determine his early playing time. This is a guy we talked about all offseason, or I guess after the draft last year, how much Callahan and that rest of that staff really liked Jalen Harrell because of the Michigan kind of program that he came from. This is another guy that you can talk about how much Damian Martinez might have been a good fit because of Cam or any of these other, like this is another culture builder that is going to contribute immediately to this team.
Yeah, and I still think like there's something about him, the potential on those swing passes, the pitch, like I feel like you've got a guy that fills a need immediately for power in the running back rotation. But I think there's enough traits-wise there. I think you could maybe build out something for him. And
Daniel Frazier said Khalil Mullings is the Titans' Travis Hunter. Real quick, someone tagged us in this. Career stuffed rate on runs where initial contact occurred at or behind the line of scrimmage. Stuff equals run gaining 0 or negative yardage. Khalil Mullins has the lowest in the draft class, 28.6% of his runs.
How about that?
Thank you to, who tagged us in that? Thank you to Brady at Brady Sports for tagging us in that. We appreciate it.
Shout out Brady. Brady, a real one.
I love it. I'm all in.
Day 3, Mike Bergonzi, let your nuts hang.
Yeah, Chad clapped.
Let Chad clap.
Yeah.
Chad clapped today.
He did. Brinker took it to the brink.
What would you give the full draft grade?
I will go.
Instantly.
I had it at a B to B minus, and I will go probably B plus because I do think once Ellick was picked and Jackson Slater and all that kind of stuff, so I would say B plus.
The final haul is quarterback, an edge rusher,
Obviously, a long way to go.
Yeah.
Still got to play games,
2
but
wide receivers, a safety, a corner, a tight end, and a running back.
just so everybody know, Craig Baxter loves to pick.
Craig Baxter's been on one today.
Did Craig Baxter say anything about Jackson Slater?
Oh,
Did
I don't
miss
know
it?
because
I must have missed it.
he was our O-line guy, and they went
Yep.
and got the O-line. Craig Baxter let us know.
All right.
And
UD
I'm stoked for this UDFA pool.
Okay,
too.
yeah, because it's really
Xavier
good.
Restrepo coming in UDFA. You heard it here
Oh,
first.
yeah, you heard it. Okay. Isaiah Bond's still out there. So just real quick, I don't know if I'm going to name all these names. Some names to keep on your radar: Will Shepard, Jamal
Yeah.
Pritchett.
Mm-hmm.
I think, obviously, Xavier Restrepo. Probably some of these tight ends like Gavin Bartholomew or Maliki Mototevo.
Who?
Maliki Mototevo.
Maliki Mataval.
That's what I said. LeJonte Wester. Sam Brown Jr. is probably the guy
telling
that
you.
you guys need to put on your radar the most, or even over Xavier Restrepo. I know they've done work on Jacoby George as well.
I would love
Um,
Sam Brown Jr.
I would still think they bring in another running back off UDFA. I mean, they got I think 16 spots for UDFAs.
Yeah.
So you got probably another safety, probably some linebackers coming in. But let's be honest, good draft, good first draft. It is a tone-setting draft.
Yeah.
Something that we'll be talking about all week on Cover 2 with Blaine Bishop and Zach Lyons.
We got all summer to go.
We got all summer to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm stretching out the draft week this week. So we're going to go
Okay.
over on Cover 2, going to go Jordan DeJaney, 1:20 p.m. on Monday, cover everything about the NFL, what he's hearing. Tuesday, we're going to have Coach Mack, but we're going to talk about Cam Ward also on Monday. But Tuesday, we'll talk about the second round and third round picks. The fourth round picks will be on Wednesday. The fifth round picks will be on Thursday. And the sixth round picks will be on Friday.
How about that?
There you
How
go.
about that?
What you guys got? What's your schedule like this week?
Well, we got our event tonight where we're going to be talking back about this entire Titans draft with some off-the-record nuggets and a Q&A with myself, Stoney, Braden Gall, Steve Cavendish, Nick Suss, and then the chronic typo man himself, Paul Kaharski, tonight. So that's going to be good. Cannot wait to celebrate a draft now in the books for the Titans and for a lot of us. The work,
Yeah.
just get to talk about it. Hot Read Podcast will be back next week, Tuesday and Friday, as normal. And then, just getting back to the grind.
I love Kellen Mullins.
I'm gonna read a book. I'm gonna sleep. I want to try and start getting my health back. I'm gonna start working out again. I'm looking forward to my life once again.
It sounds like you've been contemplating suicide. Jackson, grade the show.
Boys, this was an A-App fest. Plenty
I
of, it was a fun time, boys.
Hey, I just want to say special thank you to you for coming in on
Absolutely.
Saturday. You ran a great show. I know you've probably been stressed with all the blue screens and stuff, and I'm sure because I'm doing this heartfelt message, there will be a blue screen that pops up because that's usually how it goes. But thank you, Jackson, for doing all this.
Shout out Jackson the GOAT.
Oh, yeah, we'll be back next week.
We'll be back next week. That's Football and Other F Words.
Oh.
Mega.
We got the install.
Oh, yeah, we got the install on Friday, May 3rd.
Yeah.
Me and Stoney will be opening up for the install, so go buy your tickets over there. This has been Football and Other F Words. MEGACAST.
The MEGACAST.
The MEGACAST. And you have just been effed.